Yo, people, welcome back to another Big Six main event for you this evening on a Thursday night. We've got a full panel, don't worry. Big Steve is in the building. My bad, didn't communicate that it was going to be an earlier start, so there's no deducted points. People don't get too excited. And let's get everybody in their rightful positions because, my goodness gracious, do we have a lot to discuss today? There's been a lot of drama this week. I've never seen so much football news and breaking news and manager sackings and drama and all sorts, but it's only right. Turkish was at the game. Yes, Turkish was at the game. So before we get any further, special guest, TOSIN's in the building as our Arsenal representative. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a fun one. He's got his defense up. I'm sure the chat will be going off. But yeah, Turkish at the game. He didn't see a win. I'm not sure how he's feeling right now. But immediate reaction, fellas. I don't know who wants to kick things off. But Brentford won. What were you giggling for?
Nah, I'm sorry, GRIZZ.
Can we set some parameters? Are we going to behave ourselves today? Because every time
we are going to behave ourselves.
You man start acting different.
We are going to behave ourselves. It's GRIZZ.
You've got nothing to laugh about.
It's GRIZZ. GRIZZ's Twitter has got me cracking up. I'm sorry.
You want to have a look at my Instagram?
Let me check.
I saw your Instagram, Steve. It was funny. I can't lie.
Let me check.
It was crazy.
Boy, it's hotting up, man. It's hotting up. Yo.
Talk to me, Saeed. Anyone, talk to me. What's going on? Immediate reaction.
Really hotting up.
Yo, I'm telling you, I feel something. I told you after the Man City game, Liverpool, it was a psychological win. And yeah, but I let Tosin, you know what I mean? Yeah, evaluate that one because it ain't pretty, man. It ain't, we're just gonna win the next.
The numbers will be down tonight because all them Arsenal fans will be crying. They won't want to put a show on because you know what I mean. They all disappear when they get beat or they draw. They disappear. They like to come on when it's comfortable. When it's comfortable and that, they'll come on and start talking shit, smoking cigars and putting crowns on. But when they get their ass handed to them and it gets a little bit rough, they all sort of like, nah, you know what I mean? They just get off. So you know what I mean. Let's see tonight who turns up in the chat. I feel sorry for you, Tosin, to be fair.
Nah, don't feel sorry for me, bro. I feel good.
Well, talk to me. How you feeling, bro, with the result?
Inside, I can see the pain in your.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously you always want to win the match. I'm annoyed we drew the game, but at the end of the day, if anyone watched that match and wants to come and tell me that wasn't a good point for Arsenal, you'd be lying. Like Brentford deserved to win. I know Martinelli had the chance. He should have scored. And obviously we went 1-0 up. You'd expect us with our defense, the way that we've been this season, how we're good at shutting teams out and actually going for the kill when we go 1-0 up. It was disappointing. I think probably I've not seen a team. I've seen some real stinker performances from us, but I've not seen a team do that to Arsenal since we played Sunderland when we drew 2-2. When what's his name, Brian Brobby scored at the end. I think that's one of the things I was saying before the match. I'm like, the worst thing we can do is allow Brentford to force us into playing the way they want us to play. And I feel like we did that in the second half. When we went 1-0 up, we were a bit too open, gave them opportunities to get the throw-ins, the corners. I felt we were poor in terms of our quality. I don't know what's going on with Arteta and Eze. It's weird. Like, I don't understand. Like Eze, when Mourinho was playing, he played a lot better, but I don't know what it is. I think it's a mixture of the manager, it's a mixture of the player as well. He's stinking up the gaff. Ødegaard, our captain, quote unquote, coming on the pitch, losing his man for the goal, and then crying about his knee hurting. So those were obviously not positives, but at the end of the day, it's a point. We're still 4 points clear City. I think I'm not going to buy into all of this. Oh, wobble, this, that. If it's people said this for about 5 to 6 times this season after we don't get a result. And I think the nature of the fact that we haven't won the league is it's just going to keep happening. You know, Steve can sit there chill because City have won it. You know, they've been there before. We haven't. We have a history of bottling it. So every single time we don't win, it's going to be magnified. But I'm just going to rest. I'm just going to rely on the fact that I know where the team is at. We've been by far the most consistent team in the league. We've still got good players despite the injuries and the lack of options. Our best players being able to be picked. we still get the results. We still get the point. We've seen United come here and get savaged. We saw Chelsea come here and get savaged. We've seen Villa home and away get moved to. But yeah, you got savaged, bro. 3-1. You got moved to. You absolutely got your butt handed to you. So you can't really do your face like that.
Sounds like a bit of copium, man. Sounds like a bit of
no,
copium.
it's not copium. It's not copium at all, bro. It's a good point. I wanted the win, but it's a good point. I'm not going to melt down because we drew away to probably one of the best teams, probably in terms of home form in the league. It is what it is. If we go out and beat Wolves, if we go out and beat Spurs, which I expect us to, we rectify and we go on a run. We pick up 4 or 5 wins in a row, and then we draw again, and people say, "Oh, bottle." So let's see in it.
I'm actually disappointed as an op.
I don't think it's a good point. I think that in their tiny little warped minds, a week ago it was, Man City are they've dropped points at Spurs, they're going to lose at Anfield, we're going to be 9 points, will you concede the title? I've seen people doing videos whether Man City are going to give them a guard of honour at the Etiad, or whether it's such a team, which polls being run, which club and which ground are going to give each other a guard of honour. I think you're very disrespectful fan base. I think exactly how you've been the last 6 years, dancing in September, crying in May. I just sat here, I bided my time. I didn't fall for the bullshit. I wasn't conceding no title. I said, let's just see. We're exactly where we need to be. And we are right on your fucking ass now. Right on your ass now. You slip again, I tell you what. Don't get to the Etiad Stadium for a shootout with us, mate, because you won't fucking win. Let me tell you that. You won't fucking win. Because I tell you something, you are not a good side. You might be the most consistent. We're not a good side. But I tell you something, if we was fucking 40% of the team we've been in the last 5 years, we'd be 9 points clear of you bums, because you spent a fucking fortune. It's took you 6 years to build it. What the fuck are you building? Because we're 4 points behind January? We're 4 points behind, John.
How much did you spend in January?
Shit. Don't talk about spending. You've got
how much did you spend in January?
You've got Madueke. You've got Declan Rice. You've got all these boys, yeah?
How much did you spend in January?
Yeah, we got all these boys. Yeah? We're in a rebuild. We can spend.
You're in a rebuild.
We've won 4 in a row. We're entitled to spend.
You spent more in total the past 3 windows.
We won a treble. You've won fuck all. You've won a charity shield. You've won a charity shield. So pipe down. Show some respect. Show some respect.
Who has spent more?
Show some respect.
Who spent more?
What do you mean? Who spent more? You're top of the league, aren't you? You're top of the league, aren't you?
In total, who has spent more?
Are you blaming it on spending?
No, I'm not.
You made the best team in the world.
I'm not.
Are you the best team in the world?
I've never said we're the best team in the world.
Your fan base is saying you're the best in the world because you finished top of the Champions
League. That's my fan base.
PSG finished 20 odd the other year and they fucking won it.
You're not talking to the Arsenal fan base.
You know your ass is fucking going. You thought you were going to take this league and run away with it and dance away to the Championship and start doing what God honors and that. You're doing fuck all. No, when I finish ranting, I'll answer all the questions you want. But at the minute, it's time for you to show respect to me and my team. If we've been there and we've fucking done it, we don't dance around in September and cry in May. We dance around in September, we dance around in October, we dance around in December, and we dance around in fucking May. We deliver. So spend what you want, get the best striker in the world and all that bullshit you told us you got, but you're 4 points ahead of a Manchester City team that is apparently finished. You're 4 points ahead of a Manchester City team that has dropped fucking 9 points in the last month. So you are not the team you think you are. So all I'm trying to say to you is keep with a fucking fake chest, keep rolling spliffs, keep putting crowns on your head, keep smoking cigars, keep telling everyone how fucking good you are, because before you know it, we'll be on your fucking neck. And when we take that title, it'll be the biggest laughing fucking meltdown the Premier League has ever fucking seen. And I'm ready for it, and we're fucking ready for it, because this Manchester City team and this fan base are fucking not giving up. So you lot can sing and dance all you want because we're fucking coming. I'm telling you now, Manchester City are fucking coming because you were slipping, mate. You've left the door open now and there's a big blue fucking shark swimming in your direction. So get ready for it. Get your net spend calculator. Get all the transfer window bullshit you want. Because when you're crying on the pitch at the end of the season and I'm knee sliding at the Etihad, I don't want to hear your fucking excuses. Simple as that.
Yeah, fair enough. Wow. So can you answer my question, please? What? Who spent... So... We're so bad, right? We're this bad team, and we're not good. The City of old. Who's the third top scorer in the league?
Who gives a fuck?
No, answer me. Who's the third top scorer in the league?
You tell me.
Semenyo. Who bought him in January?
What's that got to do with anything? He scored 5
Well,
goals.
I'm going somewhere. You bought the third top scorer in the league, right? You bought probably England's best centre back in the January transfer window.
Okay.
And are you still behind Arsenal? This team that's so bad.
You bought the greatest striker in
Europe.
Europe.
No. But wait. I let you speak. You just need to answer the question. Are you still behind us?
Yes.
Okay. Are you still behind us by 4 points?
Yes, and we're very happy.
As bad as we are not a good side. This.
No, you're the best team in the world, remember?
I'm just saying a lot of your claims are quite disingenuous because
they're not disingenuous. Because when I was on this show, you can telling everyone we're top of the league. Everybody used to say, "Stop saying you're top of the league, Steve." But now you're saying you're top of the league. Doesn't matter who's top of the league now. Doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now. It matters in May.
Did you hear me say we're top of the league? I said
you're trying to justify it by saying, "Are we still above you?" Yes, you are. But you think saying that to me is a flex.
You're not letting me finish my point.
We're exactly where we want to be. Like I said on the show.
Cool.
Exactly where we want to be.
Listen to what you're saying. So you're where you want to be. You're where you want to be. The great Man City. Apparently, we're such a bad team, but you have gone out and you've spent money on England's best centre back. You spent money on the third top scorer in the league, probably one of the most informed players the first half of the season. And despite all of that, you're still 4 points behind us. And we're such a bad team.
Yes.
We're such a bad team.
The last 6 years, you've been spending money.
You were probably saying this garbage. You probably said this garbage after Villa beat us 2-1 at Villa Park. And when people were saying, "Oh, Man City in flow state now, they're going to catch Arsenal," what happened after that? We opened up a gap. Against Sunderland, the same thing. When we drew 2-2. We dropped points, and people before the international break, "Oh no, whoa, the wobble! I see the wobble! Oh, they lost to United! Oh, I see the wobble!" And what happened? Did you catch us? Did you claw the gap, Steve?
We've clawed the gap. We're 4 points behind you, mate.
No one's trying. Okay, you're 4. You're still 4 points behind us, bro.
But still, you should be 12 ahead now, at least.
Okay, but we've also dropped points.
So don't try and spin it. Don't try and spin it.
No. There's no spinning it. Arsenal have been poor. I will accept that. We've been poor. I'm not disputing that we've been poor. I'm just saying, if we're so bad, if we're just this bad team and the big blue sharks are going to be on us, why have the big blue sharks, by the way, I've let you speak, bro. Let me at least
but you're talking shit. You're waffling shit.
No, you're waffling rubbish.
No, you're waffling
why are the big blue sharks? Why are the big blue sharks who say we're so bad? Who criticized us for celebrating a draw at the Etiad, but then this season when you do lockdown football and you celebrate a draw at our ground, it's okay. Why when you criticize us for taking photos of our captain beating Liverpool 2 seasons ago to close the gap and to start a massive run that would result in us narrowly losing out in the league? Why did we get criticized, but you guys are acting like you've won the league at Anfield? Why are the big blue sharks who do it right, who win all the time, who are on our necks? Why, despite all of that, all of this drama, and you're still 4 points behind us, bro? Meaning, if we beat Wolves, when we beat Wolves, when we beat Spurs, which I think we will, and you draw again, what's going to happen?
When we draw again,
6.
We draw again.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe? No, we're not going to lose to Spurs, and you know that.
Oh, right. Well, you wasn't going to lose tonight. You drew.
We're not you. We're not you, bro.
You're definitely not us, mate, because we win trophies, pal. So you're definitely not us.
Good for you.
Yeah, okay.
Good for you.
Okay. So don't ever compare.
You are rattled. You are rattled that the guard is changing. You need to face facts.
Let me mediate here. Let me mediate here.
The guard is changing, bro.
Steve,
you bought Semenyo. You bought Gay.
Hold on. Because I don't want
to. Whoa. You bought them. You're still behind us, bro. You're still behind us.
Hold on.
We came to Brentford today. No Saliba. Bro.
Oh, excuses. You're making excuses now, yeah?
No excuses, bro.
Hold on.
No excuses. We've been playing with handicaps all season, bro. There's no problem, bro.
Oh my God. I feel sorry for you, mate. I don't know how you've coped.
Feel sorry for us, bro.
I don't know how you've coped.
Steve, let me ask you a question. Direct question. Are you going on a run now? Is that guaranteed? There's not going to be more slip-ups because you can't afford to slip up anymore, can you? You got to go on a run.
You can't afford to slip up, but the big point you're missing here, there's only one fan base that's been chatting shit. There's only one fan base been saying Man City are finished. Yeah, only one. And if we're that finished,
it's not only Arsenal that have been saying that,
points behind you now. You keep slipping. You're 4 points behind. You know, in the last 6 years, in the last 10 to 15 games, Manchester City's record of chasing people down and winning the league is on point. You have left the door open now. Pep Guardiola walks in that dressing room and pins that table on the wall and says, look, there you go. That's your motivation. Go and do it. You lot tonight were shitting yourself. The long throw-in had you scrambling. And don't get it wrong. You were the ones who were playing this long throw-in and set-piece football all season, think you were dominating. And now you're getting it put right back on your toes. You don't like it. Your goalkeeper's falling on the floor, claiming for fouls, when all you lot have been ragging everyone around all the time. So you're getting a taste of your own medicine. But the fact of the matter is this. A week ago, you lot were thinking it will be done and dusted after Man City drew at Tottenham. They will get blown away at Anfield and we'll win at Brentford and it'll be 9 points. That is what you were saying. And the reality of the matter is you were lucky tonight to get a point. You were very lucky tonight to get a point. You've got a point and the gap has gone to 4. So excuse me for being very happy as a Man City fan where I've been told we're shit and we're not going to do it. But 4 points now with 13 games to go. Thank you very much. Let's get it on. That's all I'm saying.
Let me get some other perspectives as well, because I don't want us to just go around in circles. I want to get SAEED and GRIZZ's thoughts on the game, and is the pendulum swinging in this title race for either one of you? Whoever wants to go first.
Go on, GRIZZ. I'll let you go first.
Why just their thoughts?
You're offline. I don't know if you're in the fridge getting food. I don't know what you're doing. So I'm waiting for you to just be here. You know what I'm saying? When you're here,
we can't see you, brother. We can't see you.
We need
Let us know.
Don't give his thoughts. We only need top 10 teams in the top 10.
My thoughts are, if you're not involved, like we're not, you just want to see excitement and drama and tension, right? Because if you're involved, it's nasty. It feels, but when you're not involved, like we're not, you just want to see drama. You want to see tension. You want to see close. You want to see excitement. And I think that's what we're getting. Brentford, like I think we were talking before we went live, Brentford deserved to win there. Arsenal were very lucky to get a draw. Couple of contentious decisions. Gabriel should have seen red. Brentford were very, very good there. And a defeat would have been, I'd say, a disaster, Tosin, but a point does change it. Tosin, I agree with you. You take that point and you run with it, because that makes it a 4-point lead as opposed to a 3-point lead, which is a 1-game swing, possibly, obviously goal difference depending, right? But if it's a 1-game swing, and then you listen to Steve and you see City and their record, and boy, do I know about City and title run-ins, then he's making good points as well. But right now, I'd love to be in Arsenal's position. Arsenal have got it there in the palm of their hands. I still, of course, they're in charge of their own destiny. I still think Arsenal will win it, because I think City will drop more points. I've said it before. I don't think City are as good as, as the teams of the past, and we know that they're not. But
a man of experience, a man of experience.
Yeah, I'm saying,
you as an Arsenal fan, you ain't happy with this.
But
you can't come to me and say there's a change in the guard and you've won football.
If I'm an Arsenal fan,
you're still behind us, because we've been behind you all season. But the point of the fact is now,
if I'm an Arsenal fan,
get to the business end of the season now, and we're 4 in it. So for us as a Man City fan, can you understand why I'm fucking over the moon?
I get why you're over the moon, Steve.
Let me just finish and then we get Saeed. If I'm an Arsenal fan, 100% crapping myself, and that's just me. If I'm an Arsenal fan in the situation, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm very comfortable, because we've done it. We've won the league twice in the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, we can get over the line. But if I'm an Arsenal fan and City chasing us down, and with the injuries that you're picking up, Saliba out,
that's the thing, man.
Havertz out, strikers not scoring. They're not scoring. Set pieces ain't all there to save you and bail you.
They've been scoring the past 3 games.
I just wish, as a neutral, as a looking outsider, sad to say, because my team's been pathetic this season, as sad as it is to say, as a neutral, I just want the drama to increase, and I think it will. Bring it on.
God willing.
Bring it on.
Listen, I hear Tosin, man. I hear it. You know what I mean? You want to make sure the Arsenal fan base is calm. You want to, even yourself, you want to be calm. You don't want to project anxiety or
I'm
panic.
annoyed, but like it's a title.
No, you are.
Like this is gonna happen.
The thing. What I think you should be aware of is that you've never done it. You never got over the line. So I hear the vim that's coming from Big Steve is because he's been there. He's done it. So he's like, yo, listen, bring it on. Whereas I'm like, Arsenal, you can't do this. You cannot try and mess this around. You've got to be focused. And today, the second half performance, particularly second half, was embarrassing from Arsenal. I mean, seriously. Odegaard, your captain, embarrassing. Bukayo, Starboy, can we still call him Starboy? Because he's a grown man.
Stinky boy.
Embarrassing.
Stinky boy.
Yeah.
These guys, by the way, I'm being seriously talking. They're meant to be your leaders now. They're meant to be the experienced ones. So when I'm seeing Mascara at the back, trying to hold things together, I'm like, what's Saka doing? Does he realize he's in a title race? Does he realize he's got to lock in? I hear it. He's come back from injury. I hear it. He might be rusty.
No,
I'm sorry. You can't be using these words again. You've got to lock in. And it's almost as if he's just like, well, if the ball's not coming to me, I can't really do nothing. And I'm like, yo, get stuck in. Because, bro, I'm telling you now, if it wasn't for Igor Thiago realizing he's got 1,000 years to shoot, bro, that game would have been Brentford's all day long. I swear down, he moves like, oh, man. But he's got the goals in it.
Fuming with him.
I know. But I'm serious.
So jarring.
Can we all agree Gabriel should be sent off, Tosin? Can we agree?
Yeah, he should have been. He should have been
sent off.
Yeah.
So, as a person who wants you guys to win the league, because I don't want this guy here, you know what I mean, to win another flipping title, you lot, I swear down, man, I don't think you're realizing what's going on. These guys have been here, done it. They know if they can smell blood, like he's saying, they will do. So this 4 points, as much as you say it's 4, it should be 7, it should be 9.
True.
4's nothing. 4 is nothing, guys. So,
don't forget,
it should be over.
We drew 0-0 at Sunderland. We were 1-0 up against Brighton, drew 1-1. We were 1-0 up against Chelsea, drew 1-1 last minute. We got beat off Manchester United. We've drew at Spurs. That's in the last 6 weeks. So if we'd have done our job, I'm not saying we're sensational, by the way, but if we'd have done our job, we'd be 9 clear now. So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying to you, Steve.
What I said is, if Arsenal leave the door open, if they leave the door open, we'll be in it. We've got John Stones coming back from fitness. We've got Jeremy Doku, who's now back in training. We've got Savinho back in training. We've got Mateo Kovacic back in training, right? So we're getting all our players back at the right time, So all I'm saying is, for Manchester City fans all over the world tonight, I sat back just chilling a little bit because a week ago, we were finished. The title was over and that was it. You were, not you, because you know what? You are, to me, you're the best Arsenal fan. I don't want to be on here this angry, ready for a scrap with you because you do want to speak, and I respect you a lot. Any of the other bums that come on here, rolling spliffs and putting crowns on their head and talking nonsense, I'm game for it. So I feel a bit mad, like I don't really want to go there.
Can I say something?
I'm just saying, for me tonight, Manchester City, we're happy.
Tosin, can I say something? Yeah. I just looked at your squad, right? I like Declan Rice, for me, phenomenal tonight. I mean, that block was sensational.
That last...
Gabriel, normally quite good. I'm just looking at your guys, Gyökeres, I'm sorry, man. These goals at 2 or 3-0, we're not buying that, my friend. We need winners. We need winners. And I get the flicker was good for Timber, but we need to see winners from Gyökeres. Saka needs to step up. Even Trossard's gone off the boil. Your attack is going off the boil. Eberici Eze. Can I speak to Eberici Eze?
He's been terrible.
69 million. You can.
69 million. We're not talking about this guy. Does he feel like, brother, it's not Palace where you can stroll around here and nobody talks about it. You are at Arsenal Football Club. You need to perform. Odegaard's playing rubbish and you can't even seize the opportunity.
Yep.
And by the way, he's in his prime, Premier League proven in his prime, wearing the 10.
Come on.
He's older than all these brothers.
But,
I remember Tobes was
saying, a response to that.
Tobes was saying Eze's not playing well, but they keep bringing up the Tottenham game, the hat trick.
No one's been, bro. Oh, no one's Arsenal fans. Not you. The whole fan base is saying Eze's been playing terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
It's been downplayed.
It's been downplayed. Like it's 3 months.
How badly he's been playing is downplayed. Definitely because you're
no. Publicly, it's because
if you wasn't
downplayed, that's why he's been riding the bench.
No. It's not downplayed by you and some of your fans, but it's downplayed
Oh, in context of our season. Yeah.
100%.
But the thing is, so the players definitely had to hold some flack. Saka's been terrible. Eze's been terrible. But I'm sorry. I'm looking at the manager, because there's no way all these attackers can unanimously be stinking all simultaneously at the same time. I personally think the way we set up, it's too risk averse. We're too conservative.
Yes, I agree.
We don't take the game to teams. And the thing is, I was telling man this when we beat Chelsea 1-0, and people were saying, oh, they were up 1-0. And I said, it's all good and well being up 1-0 the first leg when you don't have to do much. But it's these games that approach costs us. It cost us against Nottingham Forest. It cost us against United when we went 1-0 up. It cost us against Sunderland. I don't know what. And you notice, the thing is, the first half was diabolical. This match, it was terrible. We were not good. But at the end of the day, I could at least understand why we played that way, because we've come here and we've seen Brentford. How many times have you watched Brentford goals, highlight reels of their matches at home, and their players are like one-on-one with acres of space? We've seen that many times. So I get that. So I'm thinking, okay, calm. It's okay. 0-0. We've not played well. I expect us to kind of put our foot on the gas a bit more the second half. We get that goal. Nani scores a goal out of nothing. Fair. You're thinking, okay, cool. Now control this game. But there was no control, no quality, no impetus, no desire to go and kill the game. And for me, yes, we can talk about the players, but I think that's an approach we've had last season, the season before. So I look at the manager, not just the players. I look at the fact that my man has this scared money, don't make no money mentality, where he tries to use the defense as the reason for us to win. The defense can only be a platform. So in as much as we're panning the players, they deserve the stick. But I'm looking at Mr. Arteta. I'm looking at him. I personally, I've said it on many occasions, I don't think he's the guy long-term to give Arsenal glory, because I don't like his approach. We've got enough technical players. I need to see us balling out. I need to see us dominating teams. And I don't see that enough. So
do you think today was an Arteta, though? I don't think it was an Arteta today, you know.
Bro, it's the approach. It's the approach.
I think the players.
I think there was a lot of Arsenal players that you look around that pitch tonight that didn't fancy it near the end there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Declan Rice leading by example. Gabriel at the back leading by example. But there was one or two I just thought didn't. There was little half-art challenges. They weren't quite up for it. People were trying to hide near the end. And when you're going for a league title, you can't hide. And this is what I tried to say. People said to me, Arsenal have played all the big teams. I said, so the big teams you want to worry about in the title race, it's them little teams that come because they're digging in a low block. They're fighting for Europe. These players fighting for contracts because they're going to get relegated in the money halves. These players are fighting for fucking lives. It's their stake night. Don't worry about the big teams. Big teams will open up and you can go toe-to-toe and you prove your class and you beat them. When Brentford play like that they're taking you in the trenches. We went there, we won 1-0. Don't get me wrong, they could have beat us. They're going to drag you in the trenches. You go to Wolves next week. Wolves are finished. It's a free hit for them. They can dig deep, go in a low block, try and get a result. You go to Tottenham. They've got no pride. Tottenham are getting battered at the minute. The manager's left. You know, they could turn around the players and go, you know what? Fuck this. Everyone's taking a piss. Let's dig in here, get a result. All of a sudden, you get another bad result. This is what I'm saying. I think that this is what I want. The title race is on. Let's have it. That's all I'm saying to Arsenal fans.
The title race has never been off, in my opinion. If anyone thinks we're just going to stroll, we should be. The truth is we should be, because we've not gone in for the kill when we should have, right? And obviously that's down to the nerves. The guys haven't won it before. But if anyone's thinking we're just going to win this at a canter, it's a myth. Because these guys, they're nervy. They're so nervy every time they play. So there's no way I can't. I'm banking on the fact that I still, despite that, we still have a lot of consistency in this team. Because you can say, fair enough, it looked like Brentford wanted it more. They won a lot of duels. They won a lot of first and second balls today. But how often can you say that about Arsenal this season? I can count on my hands that this is not the Arsenal of old where teams bully us. I've seen us in games. We went to Leeds away. We went to Leeds away and we hammered them 4-0. We played there's games where I've seen these guys stand up and be men. I don't think today is just a fight thing. I think it's a quality thing. And that's why I'm saying, yes, the players haven't been great, but I'm looking at the manager. I look at our players. Where's the patterns of play? Where's the 1-2s? Where's the player relationships? Look, I'm looking at that attack. Which of those players have any sort of understanding with each other? Where's the link up? And I'm just asking myself, what's going on here? Like I don't understand. Noni Madueke, basic player. Trossard is decent, but he can get some good performances. But where's the attacking pieces of play? When have we done what United?
Actually, in open play, TOSIN. In open play today, you didn't look like you were going to score. I know you got.
I thought Madueke was lively me in the first half. At least he's trying to get on the front foot.
He's not good.
He might not be good, but he was trying to get on the front foot and trying to do something.
It's all for show.
None of his crosses.
It's all for show.
Why is Gabriel Jesus not coming on the pitch? Was he on the bench?
Yes,
he's washed as well, man. He's washed. But that's the problem. The thing is, we've signed a guy, Gyökeres. Yes, he's clumsy. He's shown he's not at that level, but you've got a team that don't really play to his strengths at all. Is it a coincidence that when you have Havertz playing in the team and it actually looks like we're kind of doing like a 4-4-2, the goals start flowing? It's not a coincidence. I'm looking at the manager, Arteta. It's like, bro, you've got Erdegaard, you've got Eze, you've got these players. I find it hard to believe that you can't get some sort of attacking fluidity out of this team. And that's what bothers me. I still think we'll win the league. I still think, but I do agree an element to what Steve is saying. I don't think we've been great. I think we've been steely. I think we've been resolved, but there's still way more gears to go in this attack. And that's something all Arsenal fans have maintained all season. Our attack has not clicked. We've not been good. And I'm asking myself, okay, cool. How long are we going to say this? I think this is down to a coaching as well as player issue. So I don't.
But now there's no backup option in terms of Marino. Like tonight, maybe Marino could have won you the game.
Guys,
that's the problem. That's the problem, Saeed.
But guys, does this really spice up that North London derby? Does this really spice this up?
Not really. We're gonna beat him, man. And my brother knows it. He knows it. We're gonna beat him.
Nah, man.
Even with their first 11,
he's got a new lease of life now, man. He's got a new lease of life.
Toby's season will be made if they put a spanner in your title works. Let me tell you that. You know.
Let me go through super chats as well. Actually,
manager bounce or whoever that geezer is going to be or whatever it's going to be. I just think it gives it a total different perspective because that crowd will believe now. How many times have we heard that word this season? Believe.
We'll get
before you go, but talk Matisse, I feel like give Brentford a shout out to the manager.
Yes, go on.
Lost a lot of their players, and you know what, man, proper. So big up to that manager.
That Thiago is a nightmare for people. I'm telling you now. If he gets in a bigger team, he will be good. I'm telling you now. He's
surprised you rate him, Steve, because I don't think so.
I like him.
I think he's a one-season wonder. I think he's going to be.
Nah, man, I like him. I'm telling you.
15 goals max next.
I don't. You know what it is, Matisse? I don't like him, but I used to think he was proper crap, but I don't think he is. You know, I think he is a handful. Like he's got a knack of scoring. There's something about his game that I just can't take to.
Teta's a handful, though, isn't it? But you know, I don't see him getting a big move though. I
don't see him getting a big move. You're right.
I do. Someone will take a punt on him because in a better side, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean
every time he got that ball over the top last night, tonight he was on it, and he was.
I didn't like him today. The second half that I watched, he missed so many opportunities to put the winner in.
Yeah,
he
had ample opportunity, like the little flick inside when he turned.
Yeah, that's in Steve. That's in space. In the big teams, like you say, the low block.
Another day, he's getting 3 or 4 goals there. You don't score that many goals in that Brentford side because they are a bit mad, but I think he gets a move somewhere. Someone's got to take a punt on him.
Maybe if he'd be willing to do the backup role to Haaland, maybe he can sit on the bench for you lot. But I don't see him starting for a top team. Rico says, based off the pure bollocks performance, City will probably win the league. Sell Martinelli with his 2 touch before.
Listen, that save by Kelleher at the end. If you watch that back, it literally hit his. His hand was there, and it could have only been one place. If it was 1 inch higher, 1 inch lower, it's under. It blocked it. It was a mad one. It was a mad.
I'm a bit iffy with Kelleher.
Phenomenal save goal.
The first goal, he's got to be better position.
Yeah, he slipped though. He showed that guy afterwards. He slipped there with your header. He slipped.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Kelleher, but yeah.
That was a great save.
He's a good goal, but I just feel like he makes. I don't know if you've seen him. He will make mistakes, and then I'm like, then he'll make a worldie. He's a bit. Trust me, I've watched Kelleher. But go ahead.
Bad break keeper. Look at the dead keepers you've had in the last 10 years. Get out.
Dark says, honestly, not a bad point when you could have lost 3-1. He's referencing Turkish here. A good point gained for the mighty Arsenal to stay 4 points ahead. I'm guessing that came in before we started. Steve Cook celebrating in September, crying in May. We all know it's the Arsenal way. Can Arsenal do 4 in a row? Second, says Blue Moon. I'm going to go through City and Arsenal super chats because I feel like they're all just literally entwined at this point. We'll probably speak about City next just to keep the flow going. We can still be on the same points and we will still win the league. Little Steve, we are where we need to be first.
Little Steve is mad.
Yeah, listen. You know, you got men rattled when they call him Little Steve. They've been doing it all season, but Little Steve at the end of the season will have his revenge. Let me tell you that, because then everyone disappears back in the rabbit holes. You know what I mean?
So are you saying you're going to win the league now? Because I think before you were kind of giving off the energy that
there was no energy being given off the teeth. What you guys fail to remember is, right, I have been there with this team in this position many a times, right? You lot on here were trying to get me to say things, right, to cut my own throat. I said at the beginning of the season, right, we will be where we need to be in April, May is where we need to be. I'll be happy just behind them. Oh, no, you can't say that. You can't do this. You can't do that. But you were all thinking out your own blinkered eyelids. You're not looking from my point of view, who's been there and chased this Liverpool team in 97 points and didn't win the league and chasing these. I've been there and seen it. Last day of the season, getting beat 2-0, coming back. So I'm always going to believe. So I'm never, ever going to fall for the bullshit that people try and get me on here. And at the minute, the position we are in tonight is exactly where any Manchester City fan would want to be. Don't want to be top of the league, fucking leading. The pressure when you're top is immense. You're looking over your shoulder all the time. Just stay behind. Stay behind. Crank up the pressure on a team that are notoriously bad at dealing with pressure. Does that make sense? Because that's what we're doing now. Crank the pressure on the team that don't like pressure. So leave them there. We're happy here. Let them carry on, and we'll carry on and see what happens.
As long as you guys take it to the wire.
They know they're in a bad place. They know they're in a bad place now.
Max says, without spending any in Jan, Arsenal are level with City on spending in 25-26, and we can come off the back of our worst season in 10 years. Your ass. Simple. Impossible question. Does Steve rattle Arsenal fans, or does Arsenal fans rattle Steve? Q4 in a row. Little Steve, the guard of honor on, mate, and you wasn't talking this much a few weeks ago. Watching Gyökeres and Eze and coming here crying about City spending. You spent more than City for 5 years and one fuck all. Better not bottle it again.
Wasn't crying about their spending. I was just making a point. He said that we were rubbish, and obviously they bought the best centre back they could have bought, the best forward player they could have bought, and we're still ahead of them if we're so rubbish. Simple.
We smell blood. Ole, ole. Arsenal fans don't learn. You haven't won the league in 20 plus years. Shut up and sit down.
It's true. That's why we need to win it, so we can shop guys like you up.
This is the type of Arsenal fan rival fans hate. Keep it up, bro. I love it. Lifestyle, the super chat. What TOSIN doesn't understand is Arsenal are just about ahead versus a limp version of City. The football stinks.
What makes you think this is the best version of Arsenal?
This dude mentioned Saliba. Yo, I can't. Meanwhile, Frank, whole team on the crutches. Not a Spurs fan. Arsenal do or die season. No excuses. I think that's in terms of the injuries and yeah, that kind of stuff. Big Steve, you are winning the 500 quid bet. Which bet is this? It was Turkish.
No, I didn't take it on. No, I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't take it on.
We did.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Oh shit!
Yeah.
500 quid to win the league.
Yeah, City win the league.
Yeah. The way I've been irked by Gabriel world class shouts these past few weeks. Anyone who says he's better than Saliba is a sham and shouldn't talk football.
Come on, man. Let's not do this, man.
That is what you call reactionary, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Come on, bro, man.
He was good today.
Gabriel is definitely world class. If Gabriel's not a world class centre back, then we're cooked. We ain't got nothing in this sport. Steve, please keep that energy. Not only when we drop points, the gap will be bigger by the game at the Etiad. You can't be consistent enough. Not the same City. Give it 1 month. I ain't scared.
Don't forget, we had our two centre-backs, Ruben Diaz, Josko Gvardiol. Gvardiol breaks his leg. Ruben Diaz out for 6 weeks. We've been playing the last month with Max Alain, who we had to get back off loan from Watford, cousin of at 21-year-old, Rico Lewis at right back, a midfielder playing at left back. So, everyone's saying, oh, yeah, well, you had to go and sign this. We had to. Because if Arsenal was in that similar position and Arteta didn't go out and buy anyone in January, they'd have gone mad. We went out there, we got Mark Gay, we got Semenyo. But now everyone's coming back fit now. This is what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. We're in a process of building a team that won everything and didn't win anything last year. Got slapped up, won one game in 14. Had to get rid of Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, or Ederson. All these boys, Akanji, had to get rid of them and start to rebuild. You lot are on the back of 3 seconds in a row and just chipping away at your team every season to build this perfect squad that you've got. You've got cover in every single position, in the midfield, strike force, the defense. You've got cover everywhere. So nobody is accepting about, oh, well, you went and bought Semenyo because you could have gone and bought Semenyo. You got Gyökeres, you got Eze, you got Madueke. You've got all these players that you hadn't picked to build this perfect team. We were told all we need is a striker. And if we have Eze, we've got that midfield 10 we want. We've got everything perfect. We're bumbling along with fucking Nico O'Reilly at left back, Mateus Nunes at right back, and fucking Rico Lewis running around midfield, fucking doing all that shit. Bernardo Silva, who apparently is fucking got no legs in the midfield, and Rodri, who's basically playing with a bionic fucking knee, back in the midfield, and we're still 4 points behind you. That's my point. You are supposed to be the finished article. We are in a rebuild. We've got Nathan Ake with wooden legs, like Pinocchio, running, chasing people at the back. And we're still 4 points behind. That's why I'm happy tonight.
Let me go through the super chats, because otherwise, boy, you two will be arguing all day. But yeah, I know TOSIN wants to clap back. 1 second though.
I can hear why he's coming back. Because, come on, Alice.
It's just rich, honestly. It's rich.
Yeah.
Man City lost to Man United, Newcastle, Villa, Brighton, Spurs this season. All of a sudden, they are unbeaten Sharks because of a little form. Interesting. Diabolical Steveism. John Stones is coming back from fitness. Will you back, Steve?
It's not even going to be a starter. It's going to be Diaz and Guehi.
Diaz and Guehi, but we need that backup. We're playing every week, like you guys. Champions League.
This super chat. This. Enlarge this.
The performances from City's captain this week versus Arsenal's. That's all you need to know.
Been saying it. That's
do you know why though? Because Bernardo Silva is a fucking winner. He's a winner. Yeah, he's been there.
He's also a rat.
He's a winner. You can call him a rat all you want, but he's got more fucking medals and trophies than half your team. So that rat can stay being a rat.
He's also a rat.
Yeah, what do you rather have, a rat that wins or a fucking soft ass pussy called Odegaard that does fuck all?
I can't lie. I'd rather have a rat that wins.
So big up Bernardo Silva, the rat with a winning mentality, or you've got the pussy boy that don't want to play because his ass is falling out. So give me the rat every day of the week. Big up Bernardo.
Man United 3-2-1 says Arsenal letting us down again. SAEED, another title incoming down the road. Oh, man. I think Arsenal could face City about 5 or 6 times this season across the Premier League, Champions League, and domestic cups. If Arsenal want to achieve anything this season, they'll have to go through City. That is something that I relish the prospect of seeing. The Carabao Cup final, I think that could give a little mental edge. Yeah,
that would tell me if this team are really on winning this league. The way we, not just even us winning, the way we approach that game. If we approach it the way I feel like this manager's going to approach it, boy, you'll see a different guy.
For Spurs, City are favourites now, but just imagine Spurs get relegated the year Arsenal win, losing the relegation fight to their rivals. West Ham relegated by their rivals Chelsea, and game week 37 is going to be historic.
Come on, God forbid.
That would be wild. I can't lie. I've looked at that before. Arsenal is going to give us the league, and we're not that good yet. I guess that's a City fan. There's a lot of them today, isn't there? Bloody hell. You don't get into a title race with Pep City. When you get the chance to take it, you run and don't look back. Arsenal should have been 10 points ahead, focusing on other cups.
Can I make a point on that?
Yeah, go on.
On that whole, we should be coasting. I don't actually. What did that do for Liverpool last season?
They went and won it.
I know they. I mean, they went and won the league, but I'm just saying in terms of
how they did it.
Yeah. Form fell off.
I mean, you don't want to be worried about that though, right now.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying we shouldn't have a good buffer. We should, because for all of what Steve said, City are a team you don't want chasing you, given their know-how. And I've come here before and I've said it. That's the only advantage I give City this season. They've got this. They've been there before. They know how to do it. But I'm looking at this Arsenal team, and I know what they're like when they get complacent. All I'm saying is, look, we were always going to be in a title race. I don't think this whole 10, that version of Arsenal, I'm not sure that version of Arsenal would do as well as people are saying. Just saying.
All right, cool. We're going to go for a few more super chats. And I'm going to move on to Man City quickly just to keep it pushing. Steve, at what point will you be embarrassed about the cheating? How can you glaze your cheating club and not fill the stadium? Spurs are bigger than you.
Oh, it's all coming out tonight, isn't it? You can tell Man City's on the brain, man. Man City is on the brain throughout the Premier League.
Arteta was stressing badly on the touchline. Players were stressing. They got bullied with their own set piece, dirty tactics, and didn't like it. Yeah, it was a mad one today. Defense should platform you to attack. We rely on our defense, limiting our attack entirely. Salah convo with Slot first season, let him attack.
Exactly.
Yeah. In terms of,
it's not how you win. It's a platform. Thank you.
I get it. If anything, your platform being that strong should allow you to be a bit loose in the reins in the attack.
Exactly.
He hasn't seemed to be able to do it, because the way Rice was defended in transition today, in parts, was
it was unbelievable.
Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Yeah, bit of a freak of nature.
We're already the best out of possession team that I can think of. Like, what else do we need to do to be defensively perfect? Just go and move to teams.
Timber's a good player, but anyone sending Arsenal super chats now, I'd suggest probably holding off, because we are going to move on. Timber's a good player, but of a recent crop, only Trent and Reece will go down as all-timers. Completely different levels. Stop the jealous comparisons.
Going forward, I'm sorry, man. He's not on Reece's level at all. Like, good
defensively, yeah. Defensively, yeah.
I've been telling them this, and they don't want to lie to me. They want to pretend like he can pass like Reece James, like he can cross like Reece James, like he can shoot like Reece James. I don't know why we have to tell lies. What's the point?
Someone in my chat called him the Dutch Wan-Bissaka.
Who's that? He's actually not. He's not.
I swear down in my chat.
That's so rude. It's just
so rude.
His decision making in the final third needs to improve, but everything else is top notch. Like, that's harsh. That's very harsh.
I think he's a good player, man. Timber's a good player.
Last couple here. We are in a bad place, Steve. Beat Wolves next week, and you drop points to Newcastle and back to 6 or 7 points. Oil that bald head of yours and get ready for war.
Bro, people are so disrespectful. How do you guys?
Wow, this is light. I ain't gonna lie.
Abuse I get is nothing, mate. You've never seen abuse to like it, mate. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. And you know what? I've always been consistent. I've always been the one that said, go and win the league and come back to me. Then I will give you your flowers. I am not gassing up people in September for dancing, and this is what they can't understand. And all I'm saying is, go and prove me wrong. Go and shut this bald head up. Go and shut little Steve up by standing there with a trophy, and I will turn around and say, you know what, you deserved it. But I am not giving anyone any flowers or bowing down to a team and a fan base that have currently chatted bare shit and delivered fuck all. I was outside Wembley when you won the Charity Shield. I seen Mikel Arteta with the Charity Shield pressed up against the front of the coach and the fans in the middle of the road like it was the World Cup. He might as well have pulled his pants down and put his arse cheeks against the fucking glass. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm dealing with that kind of fan base. So I know what I'm doing. So don't get me wrong, and keep stirring it up. Look at them in the chat. They're going fucking wild. They hate it because Big Steve's back. Can't handle it. They'll be dreaming about me tonight, thinking that bald City fan with his shark, he's on me neck. They'll be going in work tomorrow, scared of shark noises and Jaws. They won't be watching Jaws anymore. You know what I mean? People will be going out, getting the fish out the fish tank, sending it back to the pet shop. They don't want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? So I know what's happening now. I know what's happening there now.
So,
by the way, Steve, wasn't Pep claiming that last May that winning the Community Shield was a trophy? I'm pretty sure Pep claimed that.
Yeah, but you know what Pep's like? He's a troll. You know what I mean? He's giving it the bigger.
Why can't Arteta be trolling as well when he says that as well?
Because Arteta's got.
He hasn't got the accolades.
You know what I mean?
He hasn't got the accolades. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I was just being cheeky there.
Sorry, I'm behind, but what a shit point about Gerhi and Semenyo purchase. They have played 4 games and gotten 3 points closer to those to Arsenal. I'm guessing is what he means there.
Of course.
Sure. Why are we allowed to cry about losing our centre backs, but are laughing at us for mentioning Saliba? Laughing at celebrating wins, but celebrating at Anfield. All right, cool. Let's move on. Steve, talk to me, just because it's in order. Title race, 3-0 win against Fulham. All first half goals, I believe. Foden coming on. Boys are getting confidence. Great performance from O'Reilly and Semenyo getting goals. Haaland, good finish. Talk to me. How you feeling, bro?
We just needed to win. Obviously, at the back of the Anfield result, it was a case of don't slip, because it's all right winning at Anfield, but if you go and drop points against Fulham, it makes no sense. You know what I mean? So we had to win. Fulham, not a bad little side, to be fair, but we just was, anyone that watched the game, City were possessed. First half, they were possessed. And we have dropped off second half in games recently, but I feel like this one was a little bit more of a controlled drop-off. I feel like he wanted to get players off the pitch. He wanted to start bringing people on that haven't really played, seeing the game out. And we're happy. We won 3-0. We got a clean sheet. We've got Salford at the weekend in the cup. So hopefully he'll give Rodri and Haaland and etc. a week off. It's another team that I hope we flatter. Salford, we beat them 8 last time. I hope it's 10 because it's Scholes and Neville. And we don't like them pricks. So we want to beat them. But other than that, we're happy. And like you say, it was all eyes bounced back onto Arsenal tonight. And that's what we needed to do. We need them to drop points. And they did. So we're happy on the blue side. We keep on going. The motivation's there. Pep's got it now. If them players needed anything to go at, they've come through a week where after the Tottenham draw, it was like, shit, we got to go Anfield. We could be 9 here. We find ourselves 4. So we're happy with that. We're happy more than you believe. Like Pep says, more than you believe, we're happy. We just got to keep on going, focus, getting everybody back and start this run. And like you say, it's game on. We want this in the Premier League. We want this as fans. We don't want teams running away with it. We want a title battle. We want them last day games where it's going a bit mad. And that's what we live for, man. And like I say, we're happy with it. And I'm sure you guys as neutrals are happy with it as well. So
yeah, it makes it interesting at least. Because I'm looking at your next 4 fixtures. You've got Newcastle, Leeds, Forest and West Ham. That's got to be 12 points, surely.
It's got to be. Leeds away, don't get sucked into it there. It's a Saturday night game, I think, or something like that. But don't get sucked into it there. Play it cool. But what I'm confident now, I'm looking at the bench. And from a few weeks ago, I was looking at the bench. There was a load of young kids on there. And I'm thinking, we're not getting out to change it, man. We're not getting out to change it. I'm looking at the bench now and I'm thinking, yeah, he can freshen it up. He can change it. You know, Mark Gay signing, massive.
Yeah.
Collective guy.
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz. Okay, there. Semenyo, he's still finding his rhythm. He's not quite with the press. I can see Pep going at him a few times, but he's getting in the box. He's scoring goals. Jeremy Doku comes back. He's a big option. Even Mateusz Kovacic just in that midfield anchor role. If we need to give Rodri a little bit, you know what I mean? His experience. And it's experience. Tosin mentioned it before. Bernardo Silva. You know, the Super Chat said it. Look at Man City's captain. Playing like a man possessed. Playing like a man possessed because he knows. He knows. He said if we went 9 points behind at Liverpool, a lot of the lads on the coach would have been thinking that title maybe slipped away. But that just gives us that chink there at Anfield. Just give them that belief. You could feel it. Seeing the away end, people can say, oh, he's celebrating at Anfield. We haven't won there for 23 years. You know, so that's why we're celebrating. But it's just that bit of fight that we've been lacking in the few weeks. Getting beat off Bozo Gimps, getting fucking done off United, where you just want a bit of fight. Now you look around the team and you think, yeah, they're playing some good football. They're comfortable. They're creating chances. Haaland, Semenyo, Mamouche, front three, Foden, Cherky, Rodri, Bernardo. Do you know what I mean? Gonzalez, Nico G. You're looking at Gay, Silva, Ruben Diaz, fucking Cousinov, Johnny Stones. Do you know what I mean? Nathan Ake. So we've got depth now. So this is what
it looks a bit more intimidating now. It looks a bit more intimidating. Gahey, Semenyo, like you've added to the squad. I think they're very good signings, man. I think Gahey's been solid since he's come to thingy. And I think as well,
look at Donnarumma, world class
as well, yeah,
world class in big moments. In big moments, you need him. And at Anfield the other day, wicked shot, deflection off Diaz. If that's Ederson, it's looped over him, it's in. Donnarumma pulls it out the bag. So we're looking okay, and it's just out of Pep now to get that fire lit underneath them and get these men just on that winning machine, win. That's it. And get to the Etiad. Arsenal at the Etiad. Let's have a shootout. I said it weeks ago to Turkish, didn't I? Let's have a shootout at the Etiad. Let's do it, man. That's what we want.
How many games are there until the Etiad?
So the Carabao Cup game is before that. The Palace game got postponed. I don't know when that's going to get played, but I'm assuming it's going to get moved.
Yeah,
it's got to be at least 4 games, right?
So it's the 18th of April is the Man City Arsenal game. No kickoff time confirmed yet. So it's still a while. There's still a good 5 or 6 games, I'd say, in before that.
Yeah,
depending on the postponed rescheduling.
No, I think City. That was one of the best football I think I've seen City play on that Fulham game. And Fulham are a good team, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they play some good football. Like I said, Semenyo, he's getting in goals, man. You just need players. One thing that I will say that I don't see with Arsenal is that the goals are a bit dried up a little bit. I know you did score 4 against Leeds, was it? Or something
4
like that?
against Leeds and 3 against Sunderland. That's 7
No, but I
goals.
just in terms of like, especially away from home as well, in them big moments here, players is to step up. And I feel like with Semenyo now, with a couple of players in there, I feel like they're going to step up a little bit more. And you guys need to step up now in terms of your play.
I've watched Semenyo away to Liverpool, away to he scored at Spurs, right? He scored at Spurs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Where was he that second half? I watched him against Liverpool. He was pants.
He was poor.
He scored. All I'm saying is,
he's going to get you goals, though.
City have always been a threat, right? They've always been a threat. And if any Arsenal fans wants to act like they haven't always been, then they're lying to themselves. So I agree with Steve when he says, look, some Arsenal fans are scared. Yeah. But let's be real. There's nothing about this Man City team that tells me, even with the signings, there's nothing about this team that tells me I know you're going off of vibes, history, but I don't think this is the same crop of players. I'm sorry. I still don't. I know you still got Diaz there. I know you still got Silva there. I know you still got Haaland there, but I don't. Even with Guehi, Guehi was there, you still drew 2-2 to Spurs. Guehi was there. Liverpool should have been out of sight. So I've not. All I'm saying is I've not seen anything from this Man City team performance-wise. Okay, cool, fair. You got the Liverpool result is a massive galvanizing result. And if I was a City fan, I'd be boosted. Especially the record, I'd be thinking, man, we could do this. But I'm looking at the way Man City play. The issues with City are still there. The weaknesses in transition still there. The drop-offs in second halves, they're still there. Like these are issues. These are long-standing issues that have been there since last season. They're still there. So what I'm looking at that team. I'm asking, okay, cool. If you continue playing like that, what makes you think that somehow you're just going to magically go on a run when these performances have been getting you draws or losses this season? I'm genuinely asking that question. How?
It's not magic, Claire. We knew where we are, and like you say, Rodri in the last 3 games, he's getting better every single game. Every single game, he's getting his rhythm. Pep said, "Don't worry about Rodri. He's getting his rhythm back." Yeah, and like you say, we're getting options back. We've been on fucking empty tank with Max Lane at 20-year-old and people patched up all over the place. So don't let them draws and things. We weren't good enough in them games.
What about us, Steve? Have we not been patched up?
Not with your squad, no.
No, that's garbage. Because after we drew, are we forgetting the North London derby? So are we forgetting the North London derby? There was no Gabriel. He was out. Are we forgetting Gabriel was out for like 2 months?
What are you trying to say? Your backups are better than City's, though.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. They're better, but like at the end of the day, you still want your best players available. Let's not act like Arsenal have had.
No, but what I'm saying is your squad. Players. You've been building a squad for the last 6 years capable of winning the Premier League. We've had a squad that won everything, that got old and jaded, and we've had to replace it while still trying to challenge. Last season, we weren't good enough. We had players in positions we couldn't handle it. You and Liverpool ran away with it last year. We've had to start rebuilding again this year. We had Josko Gvardiol broken leg, Ruben Diaz out, Rodri's back off an ACL. Oscar Bob was playing beginning of season, not good enough. So we've had loads of these, but these ain't excuses. But we had to get it right while still transitioning. We had to rebuild the team. We didn't have a 6-year luxury because we have that high standards. We got to be there. Last season to us was like, this ain't good enough. We've got to go.
Last season we got killed by injuries, though. Last season we were.
You was in the title race for a bit and you finished above us.
The title race was done by like February, and we all knew it. Arsenal were killed by injuries. Like I get the point you're making, but we got to stop acting like
your fan base
poor old City.
No one's giving. No, listen. You don't have to say
because we've had injuries as well.
There's nobody poor old City into me. I'm just saying, talk about context. You said to me, this Man City team, nothing shows you that they can go on a run. You're going off that run we had a few weeks ago where we drew 3 games and we lost 1. I'm telling you,
I'm not going off that run. I'm going off the way you've been for over a season.
Before that, we went 13 games and didn't lose a match before that. So this is what I'm saying. And then we got Max Lane back off loan off Watford. We got Cousin at centre back. We had to play Rico Lewis at right back. And this is the problem. Now we haven't got that. There's no excuses now. We're getting players back. Now we'll see a run. Now we see the rhythm. Now we see Pep getting his players back and see what's going to happen. But what I'm saying is, I said if we can get to within touching distance of Arsenal and get everybody fit, it's game on. And like I say, it's game on.
We're going to move on. Going to blast for the last few super chats and then move on to a different situation happening at Tottenham with the new interim appointment potentially in the next couple of days. I don't know what's taking so long. I thought you guys would have had a plan, but let's see what TOBS has got to say on it. Steve, say it with chest. Arsenal is poor in your win. The EPL, you talk of your injuries. Arsenal didn't get theirs. Well, our players coming back too. Etiad game on. Let's see, last couple. We need to do a breakdown at the end of the season. How much money rattled Arsenal fans have sent into Steve? It's a mad number.
Listen, you Arsenal fans, you know I'm angling for a pay rise on this channel because the amount of money this channel is earning off me, at the end of the season, there'll be contract negotiations. I've just signed with the fucking super agent in Italy, and I'll be going to Matisse. I'll be knocking on the door. So thank you, guys. Arsenal fans, thank you very much. You put me in a great position, very strong position, and you know what I mean? And this is just the way it is now.
Oh dear me, he's not wrong. he's making a whole heap with these rattle jobs. Tobes, talk to me about your 2-1 defeat at home to Newcastle. Somehow
that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, man.
Well, it's part of it, isn't it? Because it's Frank's last game. And well, we'll get to that. But you know, Frank's last game, he got sacked. Tottenham lose to Newcastle, and then Leeds and West Ham actually get a point. So and Palace almost, but obviously bottled it to Burnley. I don't know if you want to include them in this dogfight. But yeah, how you feeling about the sacking and the result?
I was furious with the result, to be honest, because as shit as he was, like Newcastle were literally down in the dumps. They're literally getting bruised by everybody. And yet they come to our ground and they absolutely outplayed us for large parts of that game. Like if we had won that game, it would have been so unfair to Newcastle. We absolutely deserved the loss. And it's nothing more than what I had come to expect under Thomas Frank. He's just a useless coach at this level for Tottenham. And the decision that they finally took, they should have taken 3 months ago. Been saying it, they should have taken it 3 months ago. There's been about 5-6 opportunities to sack this guy. He could have been sacked after the Chelsea game. They didn't do it. He could have been sacked after the Arsenal game. They didn't do it. He could have been sacked after the who did we lose to? Who did we get hammered by? He could have been sacked after the Nottingham Forest game. They didn't do it. He could have been sacked after the flipping West Ham game. They didn't do it. Could have been sacked after Aston Villa. They didn't do it. So many opportunities where they should have sacked this man, and they've let our season just rot and fester. Now, it's not all on Thomas Frank. Of course, massive injuries. I'm sure, I don't know, I've not seen it in full yet, but Ange Postecoglou was obviously on the overlap today, so he's obviously talking about the stuff that he had to go through as well. And as much as I think he was a complete fraud at Tottenham, I don't disagree with what he was saying about like the ambition and building the squad, because it's the same thing I've complained about for ages. Like we're the only team that goes into a window and thinks it's acceptable to buy one first teamer and 3 kids and think, yeah, you're still going to finish top 4. You're still going to win trophies. No. But saying that, there's a difference between not getting top 4 and finishing 17th. There's a difference between not getting top 4 and losing so many home games. Nuno Espirito Santo, as a Spurs coach, was terrible, and he won more home games than Thomas Frank. He got sacked within 3.5 months of getting the job, and he won more home games than Thomas Frank did in 7 months in the league. That just puts everything into perspective. The guy was an absolute car crash of a manager, and honestly, he gave me Graham Potter vibes at your club. I can't even say it gave me David Moyes vibes at Man United, because Moyes was way better than this guy. At least Moyes finished in the top 7. Moyes was way better than this guy. This guy, he's not built for this level.
Moyes finished 7th, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's even I'm even taking
following Ferguson as well is peak.
Following Ferguson as well.
Yeah.
Who?
Where does Tottenham go from here now, Toby? Where are they going from here? Who's getting the job?
I don't know, man. A couple of names have been linked. Obviously, the name that's got a lot of fans, like his name's being sang in stadiums and stuff, Pochettino. He's not going to come at this point because obviously he's got America to contend with for the World Cup. De Zerbi, I think he's been linked, but again, volatile manager. I don't know if he's probably going to come. Don't really know if I want him. Robbie Keane has been linked to come on an interim. I actually don't know. But
That's a very interesting one, Robbie Keane.
Because he's not been doing bad. But you know what it is? Like the problem is you can't trust them, because people think, oh yeah, Spurs fans complain about Levy. Oh, it's just Levy that's the problem. No, it was never just Levy. It's the ownership alongside Levy, the Lewis family, that fraud of a technical director, Johan Lang, who just pads this team with bare kids, commissioning us to spend bare money, doing this random interview a week ago, telling us, Conor Gallagher, we've been tracking him for months. You flipping liar, you absolute bullshitter. You've been tracking this bang average player for months in the midst of an injury crisis. This is what we needed in January. Look at the players. Odebear, ACL. Kudus, not back until April. Kulusevski, cooked for the rest of the season. Maddison, cooked for the rest of the season. Richarlison, even injured. Danto, cooked. Porro, cooked. Destiny, cooked. Even Bentancur, players I don't even like. We need to play, cooked. There's so many players injured, but I'm meant to believe that the club who thought it was wise to bring Conor Gallagher and a 19-year-old left back are going to make the right decision when it comes to the manager. I have no faith. I have no confidence in this.
What about your players? Do you think? Sorry, Grizz. Do you think that the group of players you've got now that are fit are good enough to keep? No disrespect, to keep Tottenham up and not get dragged into this mess.
Absolutely. Even with the injuries, yes.
The new manager with a new direction and a little bit of a bounce to get it going.
100%. I think the key is not getting any more long-term injuries. So for me, I think what, like, I'm worried. I'm still worried that the threat, it sounds crazy to say and it's disgraceful, but the threat of relegation is still there. But I think if we can get a couple of players back fit over the next 2-3 weeks, and we can keep, I would say, Mickey van der Ven fit, if we can keep Javi Simmons fit, if we can keep Dominic Solanke fit, right? I think if we can keep those three fit, we have enough at our disposal with the players around to get some results. Because I'm looking at the home games we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks. A lot of the home games we play outside of Arsenal are teams around us. We're playing Forest at home. We're playing Brighton at home. We're playing Leeds at home. We're playing Palace at home. So there's an opportunity to really...
But your home form's not been your best form.
But that's why, of course, the home form has been horrendous. But I'm saying new life.
New beginning.
Let's see what we can do, man, because we need to start picking up points.
It's a big decision they've got to make, because
I've been thinking, Saeed, you know what it is? I've been thinking about the new manager, and obviously,
he's gonna come out.
Look, I'm gonna give you two names, right? One's gonna get you angry, but I don't want you to get angry, and the other one is, I don't think it's gonna get you angry, but you're still gonna get angry, right? So I'm gonna give you two names. One is like a young, up and coming, aspiring type. That if it depends which direction Spurs want to go now. Again,
is this for interim? Is this for interim or permanent? Because I don't think we're going to get a permanent right now.
Interim, whatever happens, interim. I'm talking about long term, the eventual long-term manager, right? And I've been thinking long and hard. No trolling, realistically, and both very realistic, but two different spectrums of the manager. One is Kieran McKenna, right? Up and coming, young. United linked with him, quite a few big clubs linked with him. If you want to go down the project route, you'll get him. He'll come to Spurs. Everything's realistic there. The other one, out of the big names that you're realistically going to get, because you know my thoughts and you don't agree, but that's fine. No big name is going to go there in terms of the top coaches, not name-wise, but top coaches. The other one is Gareth Southgate.
You're taking the piss with the second one, so I'm gonna completely.
Why am I taking the piss, lads? Lads, can someone else chime in, please? Yeah.
It's fine. I got a super chat to read about you in a minute.
Okay.
He's not.
Why am I taking the piss with Gareth Southgate?
He's not good because he's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not proven that he's good enough at club level. Kieran McKenna, I can understand why you're saying him. I guess it depends on what route they want to go down. All I know is that whatever manager they pick, they need to give this manager the best platform possible to succeed, irrespective of what I think of the manager. They need to give him the best platform possible. They can't be pussyfooting when it comes to injuries and you're telling us, oh, We don't want to take short-term gambles when the team's on its knees. You can't be bringing us 19-year-olds when we're losing linchpins who are scoring 15, 20 goals. There's a disconnect there, bro. There's a fundamental issue when it comes to what they believe is the right way to run a football club versus what the reality is. But saying that, we need someone who can unite the fan base, and we need someone who can actually
Gareth Southgate
be sensible.
Gareth Southgate is
you're busting jokes, so it's fine. We just need someone who can be sensible.
I think they've got to get an interim manager in to keep them up. And if he keeps them up playing good football, don't fall for the bullshit like, we've got to give him a job.
Oh, what interim would you get though, Steve?
I don't know, but I think they've got to go out in the summer, and I think they've got to flex the muscles and the dough and go and get Iriola from Bournemouth. I think they've got to do it. They've got to do it.
I was going to ask.
At the minute, there's no big job available for Iriola to jump into.
Or Glasner.
I think Glasner, yeah, but I feel like Iriola would be a big one.
Levy. Oh no, Levy's gone. But
I think that would be a big one for Tottenham to say, you know what, we're getting him and we're starting it. Because it's got to be serious now, Tottenham. They've got to be serious now. They've had the Mourinhos, they've had the Contes, they've had Ange Postecoglou, they've had fucking the West Ham manager, they've had Frank. It's like you're either mixing with the big boys and you go and grab someone and you're going to build something, or you're forever going to be on this roundabout.
That's what Ange said though today.
On and off managers.
I don't think that whole mixing with the big boys thing. I think that they need to stop that. I think you need to actually just accept who you are. I think right now that's the problem. And I'm not even saying this to actually.
Why are you not growing him, man? I know you.
I'm not. When we say you need to accept who you are, though, but like, who do you think we are? Because I'm seeing teams that you probably would say are smaller than Tottenham. They're bolstering their squad better. I saw West Ham are fighting relegation, and in January they went and signed a new number 10 and a new striker. Yeah, that's West Ham. They went out and dropped almost 50 million on 2 players because they know what's at stake. So when we say you need to recognize who you are, that's why I keep asking, who do you think we are? Because
who do you think you are?
You've just made, but all Premier League teams are doing that though. Like,
no, they're not. We're not doing. I just told you we're not doing it. If we didn't
made
do
the
it,
point about the signings. I mean, the Premier League has shown like the financial muscle. Like, it's, let's be honest, a team like West Ham sadly is now more attractive than, I don't know, a 6th or 5th place team in Italy. That's just the reality.
That's not the point I'm making.
But I'm saying, but with Spurs, the problem with you guys is your fan base actually think you're a team that should be a lot higher than where you are.
No, we don't.
You shouldn't be no, you do. Bro, I've lived with you. What are you talking about for like 20
So wait,
years?
what's higher? What are you talking? Tell me what's higher. Tell me what's higher.
No, I'm not saying, obviously relegation is a madness, but Spurs are a team that are between the 6th and 10th spot. You're okay with that. That's you. That's your level.
And where are we now?
The problem is this season is an aberration. The problem with you
And last season, what about that?
that last season, injuries.
Where did we finish the season before?
Manager.
Where did we finish the season before?
5th.
5th. Where did we finish the season before that?
Where did you finish?
8th. Where did we finish the season before that? 4th. So 4th, 8th, 5th, to then 17th, and now 16th, and then you're actually gonna sit here and say,
I'm not saying 16th is your level.
Complex.
You're missing my point. I'm not saying 16th is your level. I'm saying the problem with Tottenham is that you're looking at the job now. Who's gonna really take that job? The only type of manager that's gonna come in and actually change things is a guy who's kind of like a small-time guy that you're gonna say, come here and punch above your weight. Because let's be honest, that's what Pochettino was before you got him. He was not a world beater. He was a guy who was a good manager at Southampton, and you brought him in and he punched well above his weight.
I agree.
Level, right? The
Yeah,
problem
but
is
that's
when you keep saying when you punch above your weight, you think punching above your weight is the level that you should be at.
No. You keep saying you punch above your weight. That's the level you should be on. Look at the money that we're spending since we've opened the stadium. Look at, honestly, objectively, take a step back and look at the money we're spending. If you look at the amount of money we've spent since we've moved into that new stadium, we're probably in the top 3 or top 4 spenders in this league.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you should know who you are. This is that and the third. Nobody sat here saying we should be competing for league titles. What we're saying is, for the money that we are pumping into this team, we need to see a better return on our investment.
Oh yeah, your transfer, the transfer business.
So that's my point. That's my point. I couldn't were the Tottenham are the type of club to go and spend 45, possibly even 50 million on an 18, 19-year-old who we have to wait 2-3 years to develop because he's going to cost you 50 grand a week instead of going out and spending 75, 80 million on a player that's probably going to cost 180, 190 bags a week. That's not what we do. And that's what we need to do to bridge the gap, right? There are teams beneath us that are paying players more money. Our wage to turnover ratio is among the lowest in the league. We don't pay players enough money. We're not paying a competitive salary in comparison to not even the likes of Chelsea and Man United. We're not paying a competitive salary to Aston Villa, for heaven's sake. Aston Villa, Newcastle's, etc., etc. So when we talk about, who do we think Tottenham are? We just want to be a side that can actually play good football and try and finish as high as possible in the league. I'm not asking for, there's no divine right for top 4. Just be sensible. Just be sensible.
And that's what you can do with a good manager.
Just be sensible.
Areola.
Get a decent manager.
Areola will come in.
Lookman went to Atletico Madrid.
Bro, that should be Tottenham player.
That was a signing that was linked to Tottenham in the summer. 35 million euros. You're telling me we couldn't have gone and signed
like Oscar Bob or
something.
Come on,
man.
You're being run as a business now, though. That's what it is. You're being run as a business, right? There's profit margins to potentially be made on young players coming through the door. And I don't see you guys as an ambitious club. And that's exactly what Ange Postecoglou was saying in his overlap interview. You guys are you're not an ambitious club. You don't want to win at all costs. You guys are not interested in striving to be the best. You're interested in turnover. You're interested in budgets. You're interested in business. And that's all I see with your signings. And I'm starting to see it more and more often. I see it in my own team as well. Do you know what I mean? We're very business-led with the signings that we bring in. It's certainly not to bring the maximum amount of quality onto the pitch in terms of the left-wing position in the summer. And that's just, I'm not saying accept it, but because I don't accept it. So me and you are in a similar bucket, obviously just completely different areas of the
You're right.
It's the same bullshit. It's the same, it's the same BS. It's the same. Until the owners change and it's an owner that comes in that actually it's got nothing to do with trying to make money or trying to make it run as a business. They're just in it for the pure love of the sport, in the pure love of winning. They got that kind of mentality about it.
This is why it's so frustrating though, because even in the pits of terrible seasons that we've had this season, last season, you're still making money. Yeah, and that's my problem. They're still making money, and the thing is, it's like they'll do enough for people to still renew. Like, okay, we'll get you a Javi Simmons, we'll get you a Kudus, make you feel a little bit excited. But then towards the end of the window, we're not going to get you that centre back. Even though you're going to be linked to Hincapié, but we're not going to get you a player. You're going to be linked to Lookman, we're not going to get you a player. That's what they do, bro.
This is what he was talking about, though, Toby. This is what I think Andrew was talking about. Like, he got them top 5 that season, and you bought, I think, one decent player and a couple of youngsters. You were meant to get the Semenyos, the Gays. These are like, I'm not saying they're not Man City players, but these are Tottenham players. Like, they should be going to Tottenham. When I think of like the Sons, the Dembeles, the Ericssons, I think of they go to Tottenham and then they go to maybe a bigger club. No disrespect. These are the ones where they should be going. But now you're seeing other teams like Aston Villa and Newcastle who are getting your players. You know what I mean? Obviously,
I don't know if you remember the Big Six.
You were getting the Carricks back in the day. You were getting the
we used to get
Carricks. Now you're just getting
Carricks, Modric's, Canutes. If you remember, not this summer just gone, the summer previously, I was fuming with the window. I came and I said, like, there's already a cap on our season. The best we can do is maybe 6th, maybe or 5th, max. And Andrew's gonna have to punch because the window wasn't good enough. We could have signed Eze in that summer. We could have signed Mbumo in that summer. There's so many players that we could have signed, but we're getting kids. We're getting Bergvall, Gray, and Anyway, I like those players, by the way. I like those players, but it's just like priorities, man. Other clubs, I'm sure there are loads of young players. There are loads of young players that Man City like and they signed. But guess what? Man City have got a title to win, and they went out and dropped 300 bags a week on Gurhi and 70 million on Semenyo. Now, not everyone is Man City, but can you get us a Lookman in January? Can you get us a loan signing at least? Left centre back? Come on, man.
It's a peak situation.
Honestly,
I think you could get relegated. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I tell him,
it's a difficult situation because, like, I can't see anyone trying to come in now. The only people you could honestly bring in now are like the Dyches, the Pereiras, people who've been sacked.
Nah,
like,
we won't get Dash. I think you know what it is. You're right. We're gonna have to.
Who in their right mind is gonna say, yeah, sign me up for this?
It'll be 100%. There'll be people that will want it. It's not going to be. It's not going to be people with like loads and loads.
What about Harry Redknapp with Tim Sherwood behind him?
What other guys for some
back? Get the old bang back.
But seriously, that's what you're going to need to go for. You're in a relegation fight. This ain't.
Sorry, Harry Redknapp hasn't coached. Harry Redknapp hasn't coached in like 10 plus.
You don't
years
need
now.
coaching.
You need coaching.
Guys here. No, well, I'm telling you now.
100%.
No. I'm telling you right now because you've had Anfos. You need right now managers. You need players that are going to give the confidence for the young players that you've got, for the confidence with the fan base, and tell people, right, what are you good at? You go over there. What are you good at? You go over there.
I agree. But I agree with that. There needs to be coaching within that as well.
Rubbish.
There needs to be coaching within that as well. That's what I'm saying.
I know there's coaching, but come on, Harry Redknapp's coach. Come on,
he's not managing in ages. The Robbie Keane one, I'd be open to coming in. I'd be open to that.
Keane said he won't come on an interim basis. So who's coming in?
We'll find out. They said that they've given the play. We'll find. I don't know. We'll find out. They said I think
there's a bit of copium.
5 days.
I think there's a bit of copium on your side. There's probably not going to be the quality that you're expecting.
I'm not expecting high quality. I'm not expecting high quality. I just don't want. Don't give me Ryan Mason, please.
He's flopped at West Brom, though. Do you see about West Brom?
Deserby.
Yeah.
I think Deserby comes in, or why not go and get? Well, I said
Deserby's not going to take on an interim. I think what's going to happen is it's obvious they're going to. I think we've been skirting around it for since we sacked him. Since we sacked him, we've been skirting around it. But I think finally, after the World Cup, they're going to go full steam ahead for Pochettino because that's an easy one for them. They're cowards. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're cowards because they know he's the name that the fans are. A lot of the fans.
Facts. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to do their due diligence. They're going to go 100%. They're going to go for Pochettino in the summer, which is why I don't think they're going to make a move for. They probably won't make a move for the Zerbi permanently. And I think whatever it is, I feel like they'll land on an interim. But let's see, man.
Let's see who that interim's going to be. Let's go for some super chats.
One last one. Would you take Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to the end of the season?
No, not a chance.
No, I mean, that's a good one.
I don't know who you don't seem to know the interim pile that you're shopping in. That's all I have.
I do. I do know the interim power.
You're saying no to all the interim.
I didn't. I said I'd take Robbie Keane.
He said he doesn't want to move.
That's ruled out. We got Colomwani.
I love it. Just for that. I love it for that again.
Right, let's run through these.
Can you imagine me singing that in the stands?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Because he'd actually take the job.
Daniel says it's so funny how it's taken Ange to talk about it for people to see the issue with the board when we have been saying it since Poch.
For reals. And people back Daniel Levy, especially that wanker Simon Jordan backing Levy. And fam, they don't run the club properly, man. But Turkish will be like, you're spending bread. Don't complain. All right, cool, no problem.
Daniel Levy gave Spurs fans the illusion that they're a top club. Spurs realistically is the English Besiktas. Kane and Son are not walking through that door. Mid-table club at best. Not trying to dim the mood, but does anyone have any thoughts on? I don't know what that is about,
bro.
I don't know
what that means.
Yeah, neither do I. So I'm gonna just move on. Southgate is not beneath Spurs. It's coming home, Tobes, and you're a small club. Chicken FC. De Zerbi looks like the favorite. Southgate would be a big miss, not bigger than Palmer's miss at the Bridge Dome, Matisse. Yeah, we'll get into that.
I fell into that one, Matisse.
That's fine. I don't mind reading it. It is what it is. It's a mad miss. I can't lie. I'm expecting some heat for it. Tottenham should give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a chance. He can compete for top 4 next year.
Fair play. He did that super chat before I said it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is a wild super chat because Xavi Hernandez, I don't really understand.
They're saying, would you take Xavi Hernandez? Would Xavi Hernandez take Tottenham?
Yeah, I was going to say
he would in the summer because he wants apparently
in
he
the
wants
summer,
to
yeah,
Premier League.
in the summer.
But I would not hire him now. He's not been in a relegation dogfight. This is not La Liga, bro.
And he wouldn't go there.
He
I'm
would
saying
in the
he's not,
summer.
he's not
I think
coming.
he
He's
would.
not coming in the short term.
Because he's not going to get any of the top clubs. He's not got that. Nah, he won't. He would. I think he would.
Spurs question for Grizz. Since you rate Frank and you also want Slot out, would you take Frank as interim until the summer?
What a great question. What a great question.
No, I wouldn't take him.
Why?
Just like he wouldn't take McTominay in his midfield, but he gasses up McTominay.
Yeah.
This McTominay is a bad man, you know.
And Gallagher. Would you take Gallagher? No, Gallagher in the midfield.
McTominay's Ballon d'Or.
Did you take Gallagher?
Yeah.
McTominay's Ballon d'Or, brother.
No, fair play. You do better than Verts.
Yeah.
I was class.
Right, let's move on to Champions
Lowering
League
football IQ, I don't
chasing.
do that. Lowering football IQ when you talk about this.
Let's move on to the Champions League chase. 3 teams here: Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. SAEED, both of us dropped points.
Yeah.
Pretty much on the same day, same time, roughly.
You bottled it, though. Ours was.
I'm more embarrassed by ours. I think we were cruising control. We played some of the best football we've played all season in the first half. Santos was absolutely excellent. He was playing deep line playmaking role, fizzing passes between the lines. Tobes would have absolutely loved it if he was watching it.
I saw a clip.
You need that type of midfielder in your team.
I did,
This is
and
exactly what he was doing.
In it, and I said, he's better than Gallagher and Benton calling them, man.
Absolutely.
That was nice.
He absolutely he was ridiculous. Cole Palmer wasn't having to drop deep. He could just wait in the pockets to receive it. And João Pedro scored a great goal. Great left foot strike. Continues his form. Like I said, top performance in the first half. They had like a 0.01 XG. We really should have been 2 or 3-0 up, but we didn't really take the chances or finish off the moves the way we should have. But I had no reason to think that we wouldn't win that game. No reason to think we wouldn't win that game. We were brilliant, man. We were so good. Achampong was running through their whole team at one point. There was other moments as well. Esteval kind of grew into it a little bit as the half went on. And then, of course, we get the second in the second half. Goal comes from Cole Palmer. Penalty. Fine. Right decision. And then for some reason, this team just capitulated out of nowhere. Just absolutely capitulated. Firstly, with Caicedo. They were bopping it a bit in the second half, to be fair. I think they stepped it up after the second goal. They started to put their foot on the ball. But I thought it was a period we would just ride out. And then Caicedo goes and makes a shocking tackle from behind. Something that he needs to improve on. These tackles from behind, when he doesn't time them, they're abysmal.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say, Tom?
Do you want to interrupt?
Yeah.
But when I said my man, quality player, but he's a shin kicker, you told me, oh, you can't call him a shin kicker.
I don't like the nicknames. I don't give your players nicknames.
It's not. Unfortunately, you may not like the nickname, but it's the truth. He does kick people's shins. He fouls a lot. He gives away a lot of fouls. That's a fact. And he's actually fortunate. As last week, man, we're getting onto Romero for his disciplinary record, rightly so. But this guy gets away with murder, bro. I'm telling you, he gets away with so many red card offenses over the course of a season.
I don't think so. He's been sent off quite a few times this season, and he's got a couple more yellow cards, and he's going to be suspended again. So I think he's picked up a lot of cards. Foden should have got sent off. We didn't bring up that.
Should have. I agree.
But you know, so look, at the end of the day, shocking decision from him.
Against them.
Should not be conceding a penalty in that position. Should have just let the defender deal with it. 2-1, and then the second goal we conceded is probably one of the worst goals I've ever seen a Chelsea Football Club concede. It was literally, I don't know if any of you saw it.
Yeah,
it was literally, it was comical. It was circus-like.
It felt like League One. I don't know.
Yeah, it did. It felt like Football League show. 1 a.m.
Like League One. It was what?
League 1/League 2 defending. It was like
Marsh's brother.
Who do you blame, Batista?
I blame everyone. Chalobah, miss kick. Achampong, tentative, awful. Just boot the ball away. Just lever it. I said it earlier. I don't understand defenders in the modern era. They don't want to boot the ball away. They don't want to put their foot through it. They want to get their laces on it. They don't want to hoof it. Everything's got to be tippy-tappy. Even when it's an emergency situation. None of you are in the right position. None of you have got a grip. And you're still trying to play your way out. Or you're still trying to get the little touch and the nice little flick. Just lever the ball anywhere outside of that box. Out for a corner, whatever you can. Santos was poor. Sanchez should do better. It was kamikaze. It was absolutely awful. And then we put ourselves in a position now where we got to go and get limbs again, late winner like West Ham. And we're not always going to get that. Cole Palmer misses an absolute sitter. And it pisses me off because he had a good game. He played well. But at the end of the day, when you miss a chance like that, that's all anyone's going to remember. It was a shocking
Why is he trying to float it upwards?
I don't know. You saw his reaction. His jaw literally dropped. He's in the net standing there for like 10 seconds. Just couldn't believe that he missed that chance. João Pedro had a header as well. There's a great ball that came in from Pedro Neto. No one's on the end of it. Delap anonymous again when he comes on, really, when it comes to box presence. So tired of him. So, yeah, just we knew that the starting team had to win that game. The guys coming off the bench were never going to make the team better or a better gameplay. And we bottled it. That is the only word you can use. When you're 2-0 up against Leeds and you're playing this kind of football we were playing and you don't go on to win that game, it's purely a bottle. It's purely a bottle. I can't get at the manager. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual errors and just let the whole game go. And it's poor because we're in a run and we should have won that game, go and beat Burnley, and then the tough fixtures come after that. But yeah,
Pedro's on smoke, though.
Yeah, Pedro's on smoke, which is nice. He's on 10 goals in the Premier League now, so he needs, for me, minimum 5 more. That was a target for him for the Premier League season. He's not taking any penalties as well. So, coming into this club, everyone's thinking penalties, but he's not obviously taking any. So they're all in open play, which is nice. And yeah, he's a good finisher. I said it to you, Tobes. He can finish both feet in the air. He's had a couple. He doesn't miss chances. He just doesn't take enough shots, so he doesn't have enough chances. So as long as we create for him, then there's something there with him, because in terms of hold up play, link up play, he's very, very good facilitator. He brings what Jackson was bringing, plus then the shooting's a hell of a lot better. But can you rely on him to get 20 goals? He's kind of got to do it. He's got to do it first. Yeah, I think he can, but he's got to do it. Do you know what I mean? You got to put the proof, put the evidence up.
He needs Palmer. He looks like a guy that needs to play with someone.
Yeah, he's a link-up guy, man.
He's a link-up guy.
He's a link-up guy.
He's not someone you're going to play in a 4-3-3 with like a bunch of midfielders and a 6 behind him. He has to play close to someone.
Yeah. Ideally, you get goal scorers and runners around him as well.
Yes.
Semenyo would have been perfect, I think, for that, because Semenyo gets goals, he gets into the box, he gets into good positions. And then if João Pedro does get 15 goals, then you can still challenge for a league with that, because you just offshore the rest of the goals to the wingers. But yeah, not much more on that. Poor, really pissed off. But what can you do?
But he's been getting stick. But against Leeds, he kind of looked a bit back to his best. If we're looking at, like, I can't lie, like that was probably some of the best football Chelsea have played all season, and I was like, wow, like. I've watched. We played against Leeds. We beat them 4-0, but you guys were opening them up for fun, repeatedly. I thought.
Bro, I was amazed. I know it was Leeds, but in terms of just enjoying a football match, I was loving that first half, man. I was really enjoying the football, but yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't capitalize. 2 points dropped, and then SAEED, you guys, I guess, rescued a point.
Yeah, rescue the point. I wouldn't say it's 2 points dropped, because I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel for West Ham a little bit, because they defended for their lives, man, and they probably in the end were thinking, 3 points is ours. But what a finish from Sesko, man! That is a very, very good finish when you look at the technique behind that. And it wasn't even a good cross, by the way. Buma just
did he mean that?
He did, yeah, definitely did mean that, bro. Like, he's got that technique behind the shot. You feel me? And what a goal, man. And I think, to be fair, if Xerxes scores that one as well, Luke Shaw had a chance to make it 1-0. Wan-Bissaka, I don't know what it is with this guy, bro. Like, he was the worst at, like, near post, being, like, concentrating, and all of a sudden he gets United. Last 3-4 games, it's like it's personal, guys, man. He played very well at Old Trafford. He played well at Old Trafford last season as well. This season as well, he was good against us. Brother, he's taking it personal, so big up to him. But yeah, it was frustrating night, because it's like nobody really turned up. Bruno didn't turn up. And Boomer didn't turn up. Cundy didn't turn up. You know, Ahmad didn't turn up. None of us turned up. So, in all, when I look at it, I think it's a decent point. I would love to get all three, but West Ham, I can't lie, man. This is what I'm saying about you, the Toby relegation battle. They were on it, bro. They were defending for their lives. Bro, Disasi looked like Desai. I was like, who the hell is this guy, man? Flipping Hermanson, who was meant to be a flop, came out and he was looking assured at the back as well. Fair play to them. They fought, they battled. Nuno had the very, very good low block. And yeah, man, he does well against us, man, in terms of the low block. So we just couldn't find the gaps, man. And unfortunately, when I look back on it, you get a point in difficult circumstances, you'll take that, man. 4 wins and a draw in your first 5. I can't really complain, man. Because I did say that the West Ham would be more difficult than Tottenham, and it showed to be. You know what I mean? And I think Lenny Yoro as well, when he came on, very, very good. Made a couple of very, very good blocks as well. So, yeah, I'm happy for him. Hopefully that gives him a bit of confidence boost. But, yeah, man, tough ground to go to. We haven't won there since 2021, man. I don't know what it is with this West Ham Stadium. But, yeah, not won there since Jesse Lingard in 2021. But, yeah, I will take that, man. You're frustrated naturally after the game, but when I look at it, it's not the best. You know, it's not the worst result in the world. If I'm being honest.
They're a bogey team, aren't they?
Yeah, bro. We're not beating them for a while now. For a hot minute. I can't remember the last win. Might be 2024, 2023. I don't know.
Shesko to start now. I think.
I wanted him to start, bro. I wanted him to start.
Teams.
Yeah. I think Mbumo against the bigger teams, I don't mind. You know, the teams where maybe they're going to have a lot of the ball and there's going to be space and gaps in behind. But against the teams where you just need a bit of presence up front, you need to be playing Sesko, man. So I think hopefully Carrick learns that against Everton because it will be difficult again with Tarkowski and them, man. So I just think you just got to play. You got to play him, man. So yeah, let's see if Carrick does it and he changes it in the next one. So yeah.
We had a random super chat comment as well. Thoughts on the format in the J League? If game ends in I saw this as well. Yeah, if the game ends in a draw, game will be decided on penalties. Winner gets extra points. Sesko's goal was class. Not for me.
J League.
Yeah, not for me. I'd keep it as it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Sir Jim was wrong today. Can't believe he said that. Yeah, I saw your video on it, Saeed.
Yeah, man.
I haven't fully. What exactly did he say?
Bro, he said a lot, man. He said a lot. And it came from a guy who's obviously in Monaco, innit? Dodging taxes, in it. But he was talking about immigration, a lot of stuff. And I was just like, bro, like, check your mirrors, bro. You feel me? And it's like a guy that right now at the minute, he's just talking a lot. And, you know, it's a guy as well that's looking for tax contributions for the stadium. You know what I mean? And this is, again, for the people who live in England. It could be an immigrant that could be paying the tax. Who knows? So I just feel like for me, he's so disconnected from what the reality of life is, man. And I just think for me, it's like, who are you to say all of this, bro? You get me? He might be right in some ways, but at the same time, it's like, yo, bro, like, you've not contributed to any taxes in the UK for the past, 4 years? So how are you to say all of this? It's just, again, every time he speaks, bro, he's just out of touch, bro. It's like everything. Like when you look at the Gary Neville put to him about the 40,000 that he took away from the ex-players, and he was like, "Oh, well, what if you do a raffle and then you get that money back?" And he was like, "Oh, I didn't think of that idea." You know what I mean? So it's just like Steve called it. To be fair, man, he's a scruff. You know what I mean? And like I said, when they came in, I looked at the structure. I said, let me buy into it. I'll see what it's about. But the more you unpiece what Ineos are, they're a joke. They're a laughing stock. So, yeah, man. Get the hell out of here, man.
People always say keep politics out of football, and then you got owners of
clubs,
exactly, minority, you know, shareholders speaking on matters, and then you've got political figures being heavily involved in tournaments, and it's just, listen, it's mad. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy the way they're trying to mix the two.
Imagine if he actually just looks at the demographic of the people who are actually going to the stadium of the team he owns. Like, he'll be shocked.
Bro,
so stupid.
And it's a fine line, isn't it? When you're talking about immigrants and he's saying about illegal, but he didn't really state that though. He didn't state
the language that he used was wrong, and he didn't articulate himself properly. That's his problem.
He got his stats wrong. He got his facts wrong. So
yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
You're the Man United representative, my guy. You get me? You're not you're one of the owners of Man United. You've got to be careful with what you say. And yeah, that's what he is. But
yeah,
check my video. I explained everything in my video. So
yeah, no, it was good. It was a good video. Massive big up to SAEED. Your video earlier about that discussing Jim Radcliffe was absolutely spot on. Speaking pure facts and using your platform for the truth. It's great to see love from an Arsenal fan.
I appreciate you, man.
We'll get to Liverpool just after this as well, people. I don't think there's anything more. Manchester United, obviously, 4 wins last 5. They kind of just keep it kicking. Obviously, Rooney's had a lot to say about the old Frank and the old hair trim and all that stuff. But
listen,
yeah, I know you guys are probably tired about hearing about it, but it's almost
I'm not going to forget this guy.
You guys talking about it is making everybody else talk about it, and then it's just I don't know.
I'm not going against Frank yet. I've DM'd him a few times. He seems like a nice lad. I just think, from my point of view, we've just drew the game, and I've got one guy telling me, "Yeah, but he's not getting his hair cut." I'm like, bro, we've just dropped points, my friend. You know what I mean? Again, it's for a good cause. Big up to the lad, but I just don't want to be hearing about it every time when we drop points.
I hear it.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro. But
I don't think I mean, obviously, he's making money from it and he's doing very well for himself.
Deep down, he's hurt. Yeah,
I also just don't think he was expecting this amount of publicity, and the media companies are feasting right now. They're enjoying.
Yeah, listen, bro, kick everything, bro. They were listen. They had the red carpet out for him. I get it. So, but for me, if you told me 4 wins and a draw in your first 5 or the haircut, I'm sorry, man. I'm picking the 4 wins and a point. I'm not gutted about the haircut.
Yeah. I know you guys were in South Africa recently, but it's time to plan a trip to Nigeria. I'm gonna be honest. This summer, the World Cup is in where it is in. You know, I would love the World Cup to be shared out a bit more and go around as it was in South America. It was in Africa one time. But it's in America. We've been to America, but we're going to probably look to go back because we've got to be there for the World Cup. But looking forward to hopefully seeing Canada. Mexico is also running it. So this summer is just not realistic, people. You know, Big Six got PSR as well. You know what I'm saying? We've got our own our own budgets and our own we got our own FFPs, man. So when you see a big tournament like that is in a country, then you know that we got to look at that and we got to try and make it happen. So the logic's after logic. Let's see. Question: if Caicedo was a shin kicker, what would you call Roy Keane and Makalele?
Damn, man.
Different eras, because I think you used to get a lot more respect for kicking shins back in the day. I'll be honest, people used to be kicking the shit out of each other and they weren't labeled shin kickers. But now,
I was watching a game the other day, random channel on YouTube. It was Wimbledon versus United. And who was it, guy? Is it called, is it Jones? Vinnie Jones?
Vinnie Jones, yeah.
He absolutely done Cantona over. And I was like, what the hell? And he just went play on. And then Cantona legged one in the back post. And I was like, bro, the tackles were wild back in the day, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they were. That's what I'm saying. So obviously, I'm not saying that his timing of his tackles is good enough, and he shouldn't be making those tackles. But I'm just saying the perception of the way it's looked now, very different to how it used to be looked at. GRIZZ, what's happening with Mane? Obviously, the Wolves player. Saw a retweet. What do you think of the Diamande Leipzig as a signing as well? Before we get to Liverpool, Sunderland win as well.
Yeah, Matthias Mane and Diamande are 2 players that we're definitely looking at for the summer. The Wolves one and the Leipzig one. Let's see how far we get with them. But I do think we'll get one of them definitely this summer. But yeah, glad we left Liverpool to the end. Nothing to gloat about, but positive still. Sunderland, the form team, everyone. I don't think anyone predicted the Liverpool win except you, actually, Matisse, me and you.
Yeah.
The whole world.
It don't matter now anyway.
So. Yeah, we're gonna get onto that absolute bullshit in a minute.
The whole world. The whole world thought we were going to get beat, but Slot was 1 defeat away from getting the sack, and then he fucking pulls out a win. Probably one of our best performances of the season as well. We didn't give Sunderland a sniff. Didn't let the crowd build up the energy for the first 3 minutes. You're thinking, what the hell? The energy was insane from the crowd. They're pressing. They won a couple of throw-ins, and after that, we just relaxed the ball. Shout out the people that have been cussing. McAllister, Gravenberch got a grip of the game. McAllister's probably his best performance of the season. Shout out Florian Wirtz. You know what I mean? Just the only one that, the best player on the park on both sides. You can see he's the best player on the park. But we couldn't put our chances away. So when it's 1-0, it's 1-0. But after you guys dropped points, we had to capitalize. Because if the points difference got to 7 and 8, it's embarrassing. Let's be honest. It's embarrassing.
It is.
For 2-3 points, we know your teams aren't very good. We know we're not very good. It's a shootout of the shittest. Let's have it. Steve and Arsenal having a shootout of the shittest at the top. We're having shootout of the shittest in the Champions League places, and that's the way it is. And TOBS is out here surviving for relegation. So it's a mad season, but it is what it is. Let's see how we can end it and get a top 4 place.
This is why I said on the last show, Liverpool. People are saying, "Oh, Liverpool not getting Champions League." I said, "What are you talking about?" Look at the teams. Look at how capable. I mean, Man United for me is different because they only got 1 game a week. You guys don't play for like 12 days now. I think you're gonna be fine. But like, look at the points we're capable of dropping. Do you know what I mean? It's just and Villa's.
And your running helps them, though. To be fair,
yeah,
your March running helps Liverpool massively.
Our last 4-5 is mad. Our last 4-5 is absolutely mad. But it is what it is, man. Let's see. As I said, it's a shootout of the mids. Literally, us 3 are proper. You know what I mean? But shout out to Endo, though. Wataru Endo, who played fullback, and then
hopefully he's okay, man. That was nasty.
Nah, it's a season ender. It's a season, and he played.
I didn't even see it.
He kind of
got his ankle stuck
on it, innit?
His ankle was stuck.
It was nasty.
Nasty tackle.
I thought he was playing well as well. I thought he was overlapping well.
Man, he played so good. But Konate was the man. Like, he was like that. Brobby has caused problems for every.
Guys, I thought it was a penalty, man. Guys, did you watch the game yet? But I thought there was 1 penalty at least in that one.
The thing is, right?
I'm being serious here, man. Like, you didn't even check the VAR, man.
No, but
there's got to be a penalty there. He's grabbing him back.
The thing is, you ask people. You just asked. I don't know how many people are watching. 7,000-8,000 people.
Yeah.
You ask people, did you watch the game? And you watch the game and you still get shit wrong.
But I genuinely believe when you look at it, he's holding him back, bro. He's about to lace one off, yeah.
I'm trying to hold you back, bro. I'm trying to hold you back, bro. Stop talking. I'm trying to hold you back.
No, but it's true, though. I know you've obviously got a bias towards Liverpool, but if you look at it, he should have went to the monitor at least.
I'm holding you back. Stop it. I'm holding you back. Is that a penalty? I'm holding you back. Is that a penalty? Come on,
I think it's a penalty.
And
he's got to check the VAR. Simple as that.
Moving swiftly on, we deserve that win. Sunderland, unbeaten record, goes to pot. But now it's it. We got Forest away. New manager once. God knows who the manager's going to be. But we got Forest away next.
Vitor Pereira.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Vitor Pereira.
Yeah,
Vitor Pereira. So, man, let's see how we get on. And
you knew Daesh. I watched Match of the Day last night. And it went to the dugout. It went to the chairman's box and the Greek owner. You could see his face. It was the same face as last time. And he got up, walked down them stairs, and then he went, "Oh, the last time he did that, he got sacked." And then it literally came up on me.
What the fuck is this guy doing in here, chat? Yo.
Oh,
this criminal.
Oh shit.
This criminal.
It's safety of his teeth.
Oh, away with it, mate.
Yo. This criminal! What on earth has he done to the prediction table?
Hold that, man.
Turkish. That is chef's kiss. That is chef's kiss. Because he was gloating like a madman before the show started.
You got to put that the thingy up, man. The gain up.
I don't even know who got what points this week because I
it don't matter, Steve. Everything's fucked.
Oh. That's what I mean, but I didn't even know anyway. I didn't give a shit.
Chip was played.
What Turkish has done there is a mess. So basically, I got 2 correct scores this week.
Oh shit!
I had 2 correct scores. I was going up into 3rd place. I was pushing for the league. I was living my best life. And then what does Turkish LDN go and do? He goes and plays his chip. And Turkish got 0 points, by the way.
Oh shit!
Fantastic.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Get anything out of that. So yeah,
man.
Waste of everyone's time. You proud of yourself?
I wasted my time tonight. I'm proud of myself. Wasted time all over the game.
Man went to Brentford to see that.
It's usually a nice stomping ground, but
I see what tweeted. What GRIZZ tweeted, man.
What the GRIZZ tweet?
Go check it, man. It's funny. I can't lie.
How was it, man?
Go check it out. Don't spoil it.
How was the hospitality, man? It's good.
TOSIN, what are you saying? You've been good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I had to take your.
He was on the ropes, but he survived. I can't lie. He
Yeah,
survived.
yeah.
He's done well. He's done well.
Steve gave him a like proper sparring session, and
Steve took all his rage for you on me, bro.
For me, brother, it's his rage against everyone in the chat. He does it
bro.
to me.
He mentioned guys smoking cigars. I've only seen 2 people smoking cigars on YouTube.
You know what it is? It's because Cecil's calling him Little Steven and shit. That's why.
Yeah, but listen, that backup dancer got it tonight. The backup dancer, yeah,
The backup dancer.
Isn't it? You know what I mean? He's a backup dancer for AFTV. He just dances in adverts and floats about, man. You know what I mean? He needs a leotard, that bastard. When City win the league, I'm getting him a leotard.
Oh,
It's
mate.
all mad.
It's so
Steve,
mad.
the title race is on.
You know that, mate. I told you we're there. We're there. We're exactly where we need to be.
We know where we need to be.
We know where we need to
We
be.
know where we need to be.
You know where we need to be. So yeah, come the Etiad in 6 games time, or 6 or 7 games time.
Yeah,
it's gonna be war. That's what Steve said. Steve is battening down the hatches now. He's ready for war.
There's pre-war, 22nd of March.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh yeah, of course, the Carabao Cup.
Oh shit.
We've got a couple,
Bro,
we've got a couple battles.
there's 3 games I'm looking forward to: the North London derby, the Carabao Cup final, and the Man City Arsenal. That is going to be 3
That's the 3 biggest ones.
fantastic games, bro. Because North London derby, I know TOSIN and Turkish have been relaxing it. It's Spurs. I don't know, man. Football's funny this year.
Maybe Champions League as well, you know, because
Football's funny this year. Football's funny this year.
if
That's
the
all
English
I'm
team
gonna
go far, you might see Champions League as well. So don't rule out Champions League.
That's dark.
Yeah.
He hasn't even done his match reaction, folks. So yeah, that's coming out soon on the Turkish LDN channel. So look out for that. Bruh, last few super chats before we wrap up, people. Not
Right,
much
let me
more.
leave you lot to it, man. I am.
Love
Yeah.
Steve, we commence again Monday, man. You go again.
Let's go. Let's go.
I love.
Yeah, love,
In a
bro.
bit. Big up. So yeah, people. Late cameo. You know what I'm saying? The review will be dropping soon. And yeah, man. Things are happening. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how this title race goes. Hopefully, at least let it be entertaining, let it be dramatic. Steve has promised us that now, so we should be having some fun. All right, cool. Last few super chats before we wrap. What's relevant to what we're speaking on? It's all kind of all over the shop at this point. There's some old Arsenal City ones as well. If Arsenal lose the title to this City team, then blow up this team. At this point, I guess sell everyone. At this point, we're worse than Poch's Spurs because at least Arteta spent money. Mad. There's no way this guy's talking about Arsenal and has been patched up. You, man, had Piers Morgan saying it's the best squad in history. Why isn't anyone appreciating Brentford's performance? They are actually really good and played without fear and better than any other team this season. I think SAEED did give them
We did.
praise, to be fair.
Yeah,
This one came in earlier. Oh, Steve, my big baby boy, won't you relax for me, my dear? My heart can't take it. How delusional you are. Legend. Legend has it. North Face top. Hiding the tap of Uncle Toby. What's going on?
What?
These men are fucked out here tonight. They're
Yo.
scrambling all over the shop.
Go for it.
Hey, here from the United States. Big Liverpool supporter, by the way. Just want to say Arsenal are looking shaky. Still have Chelsea, Arsenal, and Newcastle to play. Even us across the pond smells blood in the water.
Shark, man, do you know how many people have made them tweets? Shark fin soup. The sharks are like sardines. Take it on the fin. You've seen it all. You've heard it all. You know,
It was hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm sorry.
Against Liverpool, the amount of people that after Liverpool scored that tagged me in it, I looked at my phone. I seen them all. Cecil was one of them. And then at the end, after we'd finished celebrating, I looked and it message deleted. So at least if you're going to come with that, you've got to leave it there, innit? And think, you know what I mean? But they can't be just picking and choosing these little, when to stick the boot in.
Man, I'm a little hazy in my memory. Can y'all help me out? What was GRIZZ's position on slot after the City result? Seems like there's 2 goalkeepers without the big 5. There's there to press him. Goalkeeper gets the waffles.
Two GRIZZ cons.
There's two of you.
There's two GRIZZ comments.
I don't know.
So you're a double act. You're a double act.
I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about. All I just hope is that 400 rupees is that more than 275. Because that's how much my mocha costs in the morning. So, as long as that 400 rupees.
I'm getting a rupee man, then, man.
Bro, I use rupees, man. I'm just saying. The amount of shit that you just chatted in there, as long as you get twice my mocha in the morning.
Yo.
There's no need for that, GRIZZ, man.
There's no need for that violence.
Otherwise, what the fuck?
Absolute violence.
Otherwise, what the fuck?
That's
What was the
great.
point, son? What was the point? Moving swiftly on.
One of your own.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Last few super chats, because boy, I don't know if I could take it anymore. We spent money on youngsters, which means we have to buy twice, sometimes 3 times. Hence why our transfer spend is big. I think that's Tottenham potentially. I'm not sure. Maybe Chelsea. It could be anyone. Real talk. United players need to boycott playing for the team until Radcliffe is forced to sell his shares or be removed from the club. Scumbag. Hamza, it's not going to happen. I can tell you that. Time to plan a trip to Somalia and Colombia. Unite the fan bases. Big up to you, brother, in the chat. Much appreciated. I would love to go to South America one time. Never been.
Well, you want to go to Somalia? Right?
Yeah, Somalia as well, but South America's on the bucket list. It's on the bucket list. And you still got to take us out for Somalian food in Manchester, let alone me go all the way.
Yeah, but every time we're going to go to Turkish. Every day,
I'm waiting for SAEED to take me to Somalia.
You're still waiting, Steve?
Out there. Yeah, they love me. They love me out there. I told you the story. They're Sporting Lisbon away at 4 a.m. in the morning. 4 Somalis on a fucking scooter following me down the road. I thought, here we go, and they're circling me, mate, like a shark. I thought, what's this about here, man? But I've not got my watch on. You know what I mean? If they want some dough, I'll give it him. And then he jumped off and went, "Yo, Big Steve." I went, "Yeah." And he went, "Big up, man. We're from Somalia. We're SAEED's cousins, and we love you and all that." I was fucking shit myself. I thought I was getting mugged, mate. I swear to God. That's not judging Somalis thinking I'm getting mugged, but 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 Somalis on one scooter.
Yeah. It is a bit mad. Yeah.
And they were top geezers, man. But like you say, it's mad in the dunya, man. It's mad in the dunya.
Mad in the dunya. Trust me.
Rivals can finally, let's see how many questions Tobes has today. Now it's not Steve and SAEED. What you winning before red? You get 2 giddy. That was.
Bro, I get it. Like, we're playing 40 games a season, but come on, man, bring a stronger comeback than that. Like, it's get a bit, man.
Nottingham Forest has sacked more managers than Saka has open play goals this season.
Bro, what the hell?
No. Bring that back up.
I can't. I deleted it out of.
Yo, that's
bring that back up. Bring that back up right now.
It's gone. It's gone into the shadow realms. That's
it's 2 hours, man. The show's 2 hours. Basically, they've sacked more managers than Saka's scored goals.
He knows. He heard. He just wants. I don't know what he wants. Humiliation ritual right there for Saka is what he wants. It's a madness.
That's a wild stat. Actually,
it's a wild stat. It is wild.
That is a crazy stat. I'm sorry.
Nuts.
Does anyone on the panel genuinely believe that Tottenham could get relegated? Look at their next fixtures. We did discuss it a bit. Yeah, I think Tobes definitely thought that maybe before the sacking, maybe depending on the interim.
I still think it now.
Okay, so yeah, let's see what the interim is going to be because it might not be anyone qualified for the job. This is a nice little glaze, so I'm gonna have this. Liverpool fan, you want to generate the run at the moment? Past the shades, little bro on the match reaction. Big 6 DR branching out, top 3 content creators. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. We're pushing something. All right, cool. We're gonna wrap there, people. There's not too much more. A couple super chats are kind of overlapping on what we've already said, and like Unc said, he's got bed to get to. I'm seeing his rubbing his eyes and all sorts of tiredness is going on. So we're gonna close there. But yeah, we're gonna no mob. Obviously, FA Cup weekend. Everybody got good fixtures. No one here's stressing, are they?
Brighton, bro. I'm stressing.
Who you got?
Brighton.
Oh, Brighton at home.
Out of form, bro.
Oh, Tobes, you're out of it. Sorry, SAEED's out of it.
Probably get hurt with the sack.
And then everybody should win their games. We got Hull City. Steve's got Salford, probably going to be 8-0. And Arsenal got Wigan at home. So. Steve's going to see it 8-10-0 at the Etiad or something. You going, Steve?
Fully United, yeah. Last time, there was all United fans there.
I might even get in the away end this time.
Loads in the away end. The loads of them in the away end. United, all singing United songs and everything.
Yeah. I'll have to do a little cheeky hate watch.
Bro, you'd be wasting your time if you do that. I'll tell you that. You're gonna see. You're gonna regret that shit 5 minutes into the game. So good luck. But yeah, guys. I think the next mob is a North London derby. Tottenham versus Arsenal, couple weeks time, and of course the Carabao Cup final. We will be doing it. Obviously, Arsenal versus Man City, another big 6 game. So until next main show on Monday, I believe it's 9 p.m. Don't see reason why it wouldn't be. Big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace.
Peace.
Okay.